Good evening, everyone, and welcome to match number 14 of the Emirates D20 2025. It's high-flying Dubai taking on Team Ajman. Both teams looking to bounce back after facing defeat yesterday. So this is a must-win game for both of them and should make it a very interesting game indeed. No time to lose. We had Mudassir Ali earlier conducting the all-important toss.
Match 14, Dubai taking on Ajman. Two teams with fearless young leaders. Ronak Panoli leading Dubai. Next to him is Ansh Tandon, the captain of Ajman. And of course, in attendance is our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Ronak will flip the coin and Ansh will call.
Head, please. Head is the call.
Head is the call. And tail it is. Ronak, what have you decided and why?
I'm going to bat first. I think that's our strength, putting runs on board. And we've seen that if you get past that 160 mark, then it's a bit hard to chase, even if there's a lot of DO outside.
Ronak in great form as always. What will be the approach going into the batting?
I think I'm just going to keep it simple, keep it the same way. Things are working, and obviously got a decent ball yesterday, but I'm just going to keep that aside and keep what I've been doing throughout the season and over the years. I'm just going to keep it going.
Top of the table, how is the energy and the mood in the camp?
It feels really good, starting the tournament well. Usually we gain momentum towards the second half, but I feel like this gives us a head start towards the end of the tournament. So I think we're just going to keep things simple and, whatever's worked for us, we're just going to keep backing that and hoping that the results go our way.
And finally, team news, any changes?
Just one change, Shetty comes in for result.
All the best and do well.
Thank you.
Unsure thoughts on bowling first?
I think pretty much that's what we wanted to do as well.
And Anshu, you have been impressive with the bat in the recent matches. So what will be your approach going into this game? Because a lot depends on you.
I think the approach is going to be very simple. I'm just going to do what I've been doing in the past few matches, and it's been working out for me personally and for the team. So I think approach is not going to change. It's going to stay the same.
Bowling has been good. Youngster Isam getting a 5 first. So what kind of total you want to restrict them?
Yeah, absolutely. Our spinners and our bowlers have been doing a great job. So I think batting first on this wicket, we're trying to restrict them under 140, and I'd be happy to chase that down.
And finally, what have you done with your side? Are there any changes? If so, what are they?
Yes, we just have one change. We have Rahil going out and we have Ankur coming back in.
Best of luck and give us a good game.
Thank you.
So the news from the sideline is that Ronak Panoli, the captain of Dubai, he had won the toss and they have decided to bat first.
Thank you very much, Mudassir. So news from the sideline is that Dubai have won the toss and elected to bat first. So let's take a look at the Dubai lineup. Ronak Panoli, Ramesh Shahzad, Israr Ahmed, very stable top order. Then Ashq Aswani, Aryan Lakra, Amar Badami. And then you have Aditya Shetty back in the side. So that's a pretty good top 7. Vaibhav Govikar adds that quality with the bat as well. Abdullah Salim, the wicketkeeper, Danish Qureshi and Angad Nehru. So only one frontline seam option in the form of Danish. They've gone spin heavy once more. And for Team Ajman, Junaid Shamsu and Shahrukh Amin, Ansh Tandon, Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, Yahya Abdul Rahman, Mohammad Sagir Khan, Bazil Asim, Esam Matyurab, Muzammil Oais and Ankur Sangwan. That's a very, very good addition. The left arm orthodox bowler will certainly add a lot of spin quality and guile. And that was much needed considering the wickets we are seeing in this Emirates D20. Asghar Khan alongside me in the comm box. Good evening and welcome to match number 14 of the D20.
Thank you very much, Ahmed Khwaja, and very good evening to you and our viewers. Just about to get underway here. So that move to open with Ramesh Shahzad looks like a permanent one, Ahmed Khwaja.
Yep, they're maintaining that experienced combo. And certainly Ramesh Shahzad showed a bit of form in the previous match. Played some good looking shots. But certainly the onus will be on the man in the golden helmet, Ronak Panoli. He's having a blinder of a tournament with bat and with ball.
He's a fantastic leader as well. Led the side from front. Missed out yesterday. First ball duck. So he'll be looking to get off the mark here against Ajman.
Certainly Ajman will be disappointed with the way they finished the game yesterday. They were in prime position to get a victory, but just lost their way after the dismissal of Ansh Tandon, who's been in very good form, leading the side admirably. Junaid Shamsu as well played really well. So just some minor mistakes cost them the game. They'll be looking to rectify that tonight.
Oh, absolutely. It's time for them to really bounce back. You mentioned early on, we saw the playing 11 Ankur Sagwan. These conditions with the overspin, I think he's going to be a real handful on this surface.
Looks like they will stick with Muzammil Qasim Khan taking the new ball. Ankur Sangwan can do that as well. So it will be interesting to see if it's spin from both ends. Muzammil will be operating from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. Ronak Panoli wants to face tonight and will be an interesting battle.
Oh, absolutely. I think still West might get the new ball. He's too good a bowler. He can swing it in the first couple of overs. So they got all bases covered here, Ajman. Important for Ronak Panoli to get off to a good start here.
Yeah, tonight I think Ajman have a very complete bowling lineup. Two proper spinners, wrist spinners. Then you've got Asamat Yurab, who's in great bowling form. Then you've got Saghir, OS and Junaid Shamsu as seam bowling options. So on paper, this looks like a much more complete side. The batting is a bit light, especially if Junaid Shamsu is going to be opening. You don't have that middle order cushion. So certainly they're banking on the bowlers to get the job done for them. Let's see if it happens. Dubai wanted to bat first, so everybody got what they wanted. Here we go, first ball. That is struck pretty close, pretty low, but maybe just drifting past the stumps there. Lucky escape for Ronak.
I just threw the shot a little early. Muzammil, when he gets accurate and attack those stumps, he's a real handful.
Need to be careful. Need to play him with a straighter bat. That's much more like it. Looking for that pull early on. The ball kept low. And Ronak Panoli could have been in trouble.
Good start here from Muzammil. Attacking the stumps.
Chopped away and finds the gap. Ronak Panoli, as per usual, starting with a crushing boundary.
Short and wide. Enough room for him to free up his arms using the depth of the crease. Fantastic placement. Top shot.
Bisecting that gap between cover point and the extra fielder. Nicely put away. That should settle his nerves. Taking a look at the field, they have a long on and a deep mid wicket in place for that pickup shot or that big hit down the ground. Nicely bowled, finishing within the stumps. That is key.
Excellent stuff here from Muzammil. That's the line he needs to operate. He's got cushion on the leg side. Short mid wicket in place.
Yeah, very straightish short mid wicket as well. Basil Asim, the youngster, was very impressive a couple of matches ago against Abu Dhabi. So certainly the bowling seems to be the strength for Team Ajman. Beautifully bowled once again, cramping Ronak for room. He's always looking to free up those arms like you mentioned and go big.
He's any attacking player in the modern day game, they love room offside off stump. And the coaches, they talk about not allowing them to free up their arms.
Chopped away again and in the gap again. This time to the left of that cover point fielder.
Two boundaries of the opening over. Excellent batting here from Ronak. Once again, watching the ball closely and thread the needle. End of the first over, 8 for none.
So OS Ahmed with the new ball as Asghar Khan expected. Oh, beautiful delivery. Starting off with the off cutter. Not the in-swinger to Ramiz.
That's very interesting from Wes. He doesn't mind going the unorthodox way. A lot of bowlers will try to swing it, but he's someone who looks at the conditions and sums them up very, very quickly.
Yeah, it's a grassy wicket. Brownish in color. There are some cracks. So why not just roll your fingers down the seam, mix it up. He's kept third in the circle for now for Ramiz. This time it was pace on, nicely bowled.
Playing from the crease there, Ramiz. That ball just kept a little low. Perhaps he just opted to play it off the back foot. Good stuff here from Awais.
Yeah, that is a tactic that we don't see a lot of batters in the UAE use against OS. Maybe just stand outside the crease, try to nullify the swing. He's lively pace. I wouldn't say he's express. So that could be an option. Just look to clip him through wide-ish mid-on or mid-wicket. So far he started off well. On the pads. Lucky there was no bat involved. Could have been 4.
Missed out on an opportunity there, Ramiz Shahzad. But I like the way he's standing outside leg stump. And I'm sure he's done his homework here against Awais, because he can really bring that ball sharply. You don't want your front foot to be in the way.
Immediately a long on and deep square leg in position for Ronak Panoli. It is the shorter onside boundary from this Bukhatir end. And he switched to around the wicket. So they've certainly come in with a strategy, with a game plan to try to contain him. The onus is to be very straight. Nothing wide of off. Oh, glanced but straight to the fielder. Lucky escape.
Twice, Awais has got away with not much damage. That was neatly played by Ronak. He's got all the shots. I think he can afford to take his time and play his natural game. He's too good a player to be kept quiet. But what is a little bit of concern for him over the years is when he tries to manufacture a stroke.
Yeah, he is certainly Mr. 360. But sometimes gets carried away. Completely agree with you. Excellent delivery. Zip through. Bit of skid from the surface as well for OS. Because he's not that tall, he will get that in his bowling.
Yeah, that skidness. And sometimes it gets a little bit of variation as well. Without change of pace. Shorter in stature. And like you mentioned, it does hurry you for pace off the wicket.
Been a good start with the ball from Team Ajman. They would like to get back to winning ways. They will feel they can overturn Team Dubai, who started off the D20 really well. Punched past the mid-wicket and will beat the long on. Third boundary for Ronak Panoli.
He's too good a player to be kept quiet. Pierced the field to perfection. Another boundary for Ronak. He's off to a good start. 2 overs gone. 13 for none.
Very interesting. Ansh Tandon has pulled Muzammil from the attack. Usually he bowls 3 or 4 immediately with the new ball. But now he has the luxury of this man, Ankur Sangwan. Very, very fine left arm spinner.
It's a good move. Just change things up. Because every opposition, they know that Muzammil is going to bowl. Sometimes you just need to break things up and come up with a different plan. Especially when you have the quality of Ankur Sangwan. Why not?
Yeah, he has a lot more variations as compared to Muzammil. He's taken a long off. Hard cut and in the gap. Precision from Ramiz Shehzad.
There is help for you as a spinner, but you can't afford to drag it down. Slowness of this track offers you that extra bit of time as well. And there was the room. Excellent batting.
That was a real loosener. His first outing in the D20 this season. Ankur Sangwan. So will take a bit of time to get used to the pitch, the conditions. But he'll certainly find them heavily in his favour. He needs to get it right. Oh, that was a close leave from Ramiz Shehzad. My word.
He didn't pick that one. That was the straighter delivery. Went on with the arm and almost gone on to hit the stumps. Close thing.
You don't often see that. He will put away the loose ball. Oh, excellent fielding. Assam Mathur Rab. What a live wire. You don't often see that.
He'll be over the moon with that effort.
Yeah, getting plenty of high fives. Even his teammates are mildly surprised. He's having a blinder of a tournament. Plenty of wickets. Forcing drive and beats the mid-on. That bottom hand coming through for Rambo.
Short arm jab. He's such a powerful player, Ramiz Shehzad. He really backs himself. Look at that. It was hit so hard.
Yeah, the best part was that slight shuffle to get closer to the ball. Excellent technique. May not be in his prime, but still a match winner is Ramiz. And Ankur Sangwan just been a bit all over the shop. Not settling in. That's a much better leave. I think he read that one.
Yeah. Picked it early. That was the turning ball going away from the right-hander. Still 2 more boundaries in this over. So they got 8 runs.
Not too bad at all. Safely pushed into the covers. 3 gone. Dubai looking solid. 21 for no loss. West Ham to continue. What a lovely drive. All along the carpet. Magnificent shot.
Probably shot of the innings. That off drive. Always very special. Left off, mid off and right off extra cover. You can watch it again and again, Ahmed Khwaja.
It feels like it's a brand new and improved Ronak Panoli we're seeing in this D20. He's really blossomed into a true match winner. Of course, he's always been a terrific player, but that consistency is what we're seeing in this D20. Looking dangerous. Off the pad. Very optimistic appeal. Excellent call by GB Alex.
It's a tough shot to execute where he plays that short arm jab. That one skidded on. Lucky that it just bounced enough not to rattle into the stumps.
Yeah, that could have easily cannoned off that pad. I would still like to see a West come over the wicket because that brings multiple dismissals into play. This one you're just slightly telegraphing that the ball is coming into the right-hander. Oh, poor delivery. 5 wides. That was not on.
Real poor delivery there. Trying to cramp him for room. Drifted onto the leg side and Sharjah didn't have a chance. It was way wide. Well, coming back to your point, Ahmed Khwaja, couldn't agree more that over the wicket angle, it is that angle most difficult one for a right-handed batter perspective, because you are wondering whether it's going to go across you, or if one nips back, you're always in trouble.
Yeah, you want to bring both edges into play. And he's done exactly that. Switched over. Deep square leg and long on. Still in position though. Better delivery. Back over length. But fair enough, we know Ronak is a great player. But do you really, as a speedster, need a long on? I'm not too sure.
100% agree there, Ahmed Khwaja. Because it sends a negative message as well, more than the field placing. How many times you will, as a fast bowler in the first power play, you're going to get quality players caught at long on. If Ronak gets all of it, if he gets the ball in the slot, that's going into the stands.
Yeah, absolutely. Rather keep a deep point or a deep cover. No single there. Straight to cover point. Keeping a long on means you only have one plan. You're going to bowl full and straight, and you want to protect that boundary. So he can manufacture a shot on the offside.
That's where you don't want to become predictable. And there is that predictability factor. You want the batters to be consistently thinking what's next.
Has not gone for too many runs. But they want him to take wickets. That's his calling card. A full toss delivery. Caught Ronak by surprise, and he's motioning to Ramiz that I lost it for a while there.
I didn't pick it up initially, otherwise he would have been looking to smash it through mid-wicket. Well, they're keeping the same field here. It doesn't send the right message across.
Completely agree. And Ramiz is good enough to carve it over point or just penetrate the offside field. I have not seen anything off pace from him in this over. Now he's made that field change. Ansh Tandon coming into the circle from long on, and there is a deep point with a squarish short third. And immediately he bowls his best delivery. Dot ball to conclude. 31 for no loss. So just an experiment of using Ankur in the power play, and back to Muzammil. Not sure what's happening here with Ajman. Chopping and changing a lot. His first over was not a bad one. Only 8 runs conceded. Oh, it's in the slot and had to be punished. And of course, Ronak Panoli will not forgive you.
He's got a beautiful swing of the willow. Such an uncomplicated mind he has. He saw the ball up in his slot, just went through it. Great balance, great result.
Well, you use the keyword there, balance. That is why Ronak is such a dangerous player. He always has, more often than not, the momentum going in the right direction when he's looking to execute a big shot. Better delivery. Got his length right.
Balance and stability plays a huge part in batsmanship, and certainly he looks balanced at the crease. Good head position as well.
Once again, blasted down the ground. This is too easy for Ronak Panoli.
2 full from Muzammil. And Ronak doesn't need any invitation whatsoever. Climbs into that half volley. It was 2 full, that's why he didn't got that elevation.
Yeah, didn't try to look for 6. Just timed it well. So he's taking a bit of a hiding now in the power play. Muzammil Qasim Khan. Usually such a reliable operator with the new ball. Just not landing it right. Much better. Slight misfield, but it'll be a dot delivery.
That is more of his natural length. And whenever he tries to bowl a bit full or try to give air, that's where he goes really full.
Oh, whipped away. Short down the leg side. Dispatched.
Those forearms of Ronak, they are mighty strong. We have seen throughout this competition, anything on middle and leg stump, he does bring in that swivel pull, even of the spinners. How quickly he gets his hands through, that's quite amazing.
Well, that failure yesterday evening is long forgotten. 6.4.4. He's already into the 30s. Oh. Wanted to slap that through the covers. Expensive over coming in for Ajman. 45 for no loss. Change of ends for Ankur Sangwan. Once again, he's just offered too much width too often to the Dubai batters. Got away with that one. Ramesh Shehzad has been a lot more conservative as compared to Ronak Panoli. But the tempo partnership has...
That's really important. They're both complementing each other, and Ramesh, I'm sure he'll be looking to cut loose as well.
Very watchful and the right thing to do. Ronak is running hot, so feed him the strike. Ideally, they'd like to remain undefeated at the end of this power play.
It's really important now that they got off to a decent start. We have seen wickets tend to fall in quick succession, especially after the power play, so they just need to be a little careful here.
Good looking shot that. Trying to play with a straight bat. Yeah, Dubai have been in very good batting nick in this D20, perhaps more than all the other sides. The top order has come through consistently. Squeezed away in the gap. That late glide coming in from Ronak. And once you penetrate that offside ring, you have no chance. 4.
Such a fast outfield as well. That was more placement than power. And that is a very, very positive news for the fans of Ronak and himself as well. He didn't try to hit it hard.
Very fine shot. 50 raised in the power play itself. So far this pitch is playing pretty well. But the real examination will come outside the power play overs. Ankur just looking a bit frustrated. He knows he's not been at his absolute best.
It's never easy to come into a competitive game after a layoff. He needs to find his length here. Be consistent.
That's it. That is the spot. That is where you want to be for your next 2 overs. And you'll certainly be in the game. Dubai are flying high. And Ronak Panoli is looking dangerous once more. Has just fallen in the top run getters chart. So wants to get up there with Kamran Atta. Solid end to the power play. Exactly 50 on board. Punchy drive from Ramesh Shehzad. Immediately looking to be aggressive against one of the in-form bowlers of the tournament. So trying to send a message to the opposition.
It's going to be a great battle between Ronak and Assam Mathurab. He's a genuine wicket taker. He will not back down from the challenge. He will toss the ball up. One of those spinners, rare spinners in the modern day game, who tries to beat batters in flight.
This should be a fun contest. Chopped away by Ronak. There is a deep cover in position. So does he look to adjust his game plan outside the power play, or still continue to look for the big shots?
I think he'll back his instincts more than anything. And that sort of character Ronak is. At times he just doesn't think too much. He just go with the flow.
Yeah, that can be a positive thing as well. You're right. Taken! Sharp catch at short extra cover. That was hit hard by Ramesh Shehzad, and Shahrukh Amin has clung on for dear life.
Assam strikes. Firmly played. That was travelling. An excellent catch. Once again for Ajman is Assam Mathurab, who gets the breakthrough. Ramesh Shehzad got to a bit of a start, unfortunately. Fell for 10. 52 for 1.
Well, a promotion given to Nilansh Keswani. Perhaps want that left hand, right hand combination at the crease. Otherwise, Israr has been the regular number. Not a bad idea. Thinking on their feet are Team Dubai. But Assam Mathurab, he's been in irresistible bowling form. Dared to flight the ball. Spot on delivery, first up to the left-hander.
He's been terrific for Ajman. Always a wicket-taking option.
Yeah, the way he has landed the ball in every single game, I'm struggling to recall any real loose delivery. He's been super consistent.
Absolutely. That's why he's been so potent and he's been so effective. As a leg spinner, you tend to drag one down here and there. Even the best in the business It happens, but generally speaking, he's been pretty accurate.
Misfield, but they won't take a risk. Excellent over. Bringing Ajman back into the game is Issam Mathurab. 53 for 1.
$53 for 1. Interesting move here. Tandon into the attack after the success the previous over from the leg spinner. Sam Mathurab. Good start. And joining me in the com box, Mudassir Ali. Welcome back.
Thank you, Asghar. Two teams with fearless young leaders, Ronak Panoli and Ansh Tandon. What a tournament this boy is having, Ronak Panoli. Always among the runs, top of the order for Dubai. They have lost the services of experienced Ramesh Shehzad. Ansh Tandon bowling his first over, leggy.
Pushed away on the offside. Well, Mudassir Ali, certainly youth brings a lot of different kind of approach at times. Not afraid to fail, and that is a very, very important trait to have. You got to be courageous enough, and sometime come back to it in a minute. Nicely bowled, pitched outside leg stump. Once you become a very experienced player, you cross your prime, especially 30, 32, 33, you tend to think too much about the consequences. But in youth, you just go with the flow. Right now, these guys are in that sort of frame of mind.
This is what Asghar was talking about. It was in the slot. Promotion for Nilansh Keswani. He is not disappointing the management and the captain. What a blow. Goes straight over the bowler.
He's a much, much improved cricketer. Bowling brilliantly, and whenever he gets an opportunity with the bat, that's positivity for you. Just faced 4 deliveries before that one, and he's prepared to take the bowler on with the field back on the ropes. That's positive stuff. Oh, leading edge against the runner play. Not a great delivery, but that move to bring himself on has paid off here.
What a reply by Ansh Tandon. Fuller, the previous delivery, now pulling his length back. He was forced on the back foot, trying to use the wrist and trying to play towards that square leg region. And he finds the man, no mistake, Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. A short stay for Nilansh Keswani. 8 of 6 balls. 61 for the loss of 2.
$61 for 2. A timely breakthrough that brings Israr, the man in form. This is the partnership. If they can break this partnership, that will really go a long way for Ajman. Excellent over at the end. 8 runs and a very important wicket. 8 gone, 61 for 2.
It was Isam in his first over and Ansh Tandon in the previous over got wickets. So 2 chips down, 61 on board. Isam will continue. Very impressive in this tournament. Cut hard and finds the gap. No stopping. A chase for Shahrukh Amin. 4 runs for Ronak and more runs for Dubai.
On a slow wicket, you can't afford to drop it short. And you thread the needle. Look at the placement. Picks up the length early, and second, he knows where the gaps are. Sign of a high-class batter.
And a sign of a high-class commentator sitting next to me, describing that shot beautifully. Well said, Asghar, and he looks to be in control. Ronak Panoli, 41. The difference, what I have noticed in the batting of Ronak compared to the previous season, is that his feet movement and he's waiting for the ball to come onto his blade, playing at the very last minute, not throwing and not forcing the shots against the bowlers.
That's an excellent observation, Mudassar Ali, because that's very important to play late on such services. Sweep shot and put down. Oh dear.
A youngster, he created an opportunity. He is dejected. The senior statesman, Muzammil Qasim, generally has safe hands. Slow off the block. You need to run in. He survives. The danger man, Israr, was dropped on one, in fact on not.
Looking to play that sweep shot. He's played it with great effect in this competition early on, but today, because he's not quite set top edge, that's kind of moments you got to be really switch on in the outfield. Huge let off for Dubai.
Could be a huge blow for Dubai, but his stay will continue. A good comeback after going for a boundary. But what we are witnessing is a controlled aggression from the captain of Dubai. He's just behind Kamran Atta when we talk about the top run getters so far in this tournament. Ronak Panoli got a couple of 50s, couple of player of the match awards.
His bowling has been phenomenal as well. Those 3 spinners from Dubai, Nilanj Keswani, Aryan Lakra, Ronak himself, caused plenty of trouble for the opposition. Dot ball to finish. 9 gone, 69 for 2. Aish Tandon, well, will continue. He's giving the ball nice loop. Not a bad part-time choice, Aish Tandon.
I've seen the progress of Anstanden as a bowler in the last few seasons. Rolling his arm. Very effective. Sometimes goes for runs, but also in the process get those wickets. Way outside the off stump. It was in the air, but away from the fielder at point. Few runs on offer. Plenty of work for Muzammil. If you remember, 5-6 years ago when we talk about those big hitting, only there were few players who can do that. Mohammad Wasim, Asif Khan, Umar Ali Khan, Rohan Mustafa. But good to see these youngsters. They are really working hard in nets. They're hitting those gym, having great session with the coaches. We can see that visible progress when we talk about someone like Ronak Panoli. Very aggressive, top of the order.
Pulled and pulled hard. Has he found the gap? Yes, he has. Einstein just getting ahead of himself, trying to bowl that quicker delivery. That was not required.
Look at that strong wrist. He waited and he also manages to play down the ground, not trying to hit in the air, rolling his wrist and finds the boundary. Beautiful piece of placement.
On 49 of 33, Dubai captain showing his maturity here, showing his composure. Magnificent half century from the captain of Dubai, Ronak Panoli, the man in form.
Well played, a gritty knock. The good form with the bat continues for Ronak Panoli in this ongoing D20. Leading from the front, the fearless captain of Dubai, yet again among the runs, knocking the doors of the selectors. 34 balls, 50 runs, unbeaten, taking Dubai to a respectable total.
Well, sometimes you really need to knock them with performances, knock them down. That's the best possible way of putting up a case for you through domestic performances. And Ronak Panoli has been very consistent, and his bowling has been top class. So is Einstein. He impressed me the most while batting. He really improved. Some clean hitting, some clinical batting. So these youngsters are putting up their case.
Driven nicely, but they have got runs in this over. Half of the overs done in the first innings. 78 for the loss of 2.
78 for 2 after 10 overs. And when you look at the current run rate, 7.80, you may think that it's slow progress, but experiencing from the surface we witnessed throughout the course of this competition, they are in pretty decent position. Nicely played by Israr. Well, Mudassar Ali, the teams who are planning to get to 140, 150, 160 sort of score and have wickets in hand, all of a sudden someone comes in and play a quick fire inning, they get to 180. But if from the start the teams who try to get to 180 getting bowled out in 130 because he's favouring spin on this surface.
Absolutely, and we have witnessed throughout this tournament wickets in hand. You can get 50-60 odd runs and you will end up around 170, 180. That should be the plan. That is what we have witnessed in the first game earlier. Kamranatha coming at number 6, they were in a bit of bother. But the way Nasir Faraz got those 3 maxims in 1 over of Farazuddin, that gave confidence to the other batters. Yes, we can also get runs on this track. Clearly going down the leg. Not out, says Kamran. So it's not only about getting runs, it's also how you assess the surface. Kamranatha batted beautifully. 3 runs in just 25 balls.
He's the highest run getter so far. Most number of sixes. Striking the ball brilliantly. Ronak is not far behind, also putting up a good show. And added responsibility. Sometimes some players, they really rise to the occasion and the extra responsibility, and Ronak is one of those characters.
Absolutely, and captains are doing an extremely good job. The likes of Ronak Panoli getting runs, bowling well. So is Ansh Tandon, so is Kamranatha. And I would love to see Kamranatha in UAE national colours. He's also a terrific batter. Top of that, he is exceptional behind the wickets. Genuine wicket keeper.
Absolutely, he deserves a chance. A top man as well. His work ethic been top notch over the years. Excellent over from Ankur Sagwan. 4 of it, 11 gone, 82 for 2. Well, that's the highlights of the package of Ronak Panoli. Magnificent square of the wicket, off the front foot. You name every shot. He's got all the shots in the book. For me, that drive was scintillating. It especially fills the heart with great joy when you see a cover drive like this. Sahir Khan back into the attack, back live, and alongside me, Mudassar Ali. What a package of strokes from Ronak Panoli.
Entertaining the crowd, and a good job done by a production team, making sure they catch the glimpses of Ronak Panoli. Change of pace, cut hard. Is there a fielder? Yes. Slight fumble, just a single. And they say there is a he moves to 53. If they can get these 2 wickets in next couple of overs, then they can keep this side under 150. Late introduction for Mohammad Saghir.
I think he's been assigned that role of bowling those depth overs from 12 to the 20th. Yesterday he bowled brilliantly. First 3 overs, but Kamranatha took to him 3 sixes in his last over. Completely changed the complexion of his spell. But he's a real fighter. He'll be looking to come back here strong. Very impressive about Ronak. In this competition, he's not trying to overhit the ball. He's just in that wonderful bubble where he's batting with great control. Look at that for a shot. That is amazing, Mudassar Ali.
A flick of the wrist from Ronak Panoli. He's out there with a plan, a controlled aggression that reminds me of great Muhammad Azharuddin. Oh, look at that, standing tall on front leg, and wrist comes into play. Maximum beautiful six from the blade of captain of Dubai. He moves to 59. He's knocking the door of selectors. They say the way to husband's heart is a delicious food, and the way to make into the playing 11 is score plenty of runs.
Oh dear, Mudassar Ali, you always have so much to say and so much interesting to say. Well. How to win heart of your wife? What do you have to do? That's a tough question for you. Well, coming back to Ronak, I love the way he's playing. Those wrists are so strong.
I'll give you a tip for that. If you want to win the heart of your wife, always nod your head, whatever she says.
That's a very good advice from a very seasoned campaigner. Thank you very much. Well, appreciate it. Well, guys, we're having fun in the Combox. That's always pleasure when you're alongside the likes of Mudassar Ali and Ahmed Khwaja. The humor part is always there. And look at the background. Muzammil Qasim having an off day as well at the office. He'll be looking to bounce back. And that ball has disappeared. They got a replacement one.
And if you look at that run rate, it's still under 8 runs per over, but the good news for Dubai is still 8 wickets in hand, and he's trying to provide that impetus in the innings. Ronak Panoli, 59 of just 40 balls. The runs galore from the captains of Dubai, Ajman and Blues we have witnessed in this tournament. Saghir going for runs. Cut hard. He's on a roll. He's on fire. It's Ronak Panoli show here at Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
That flick shot was special. This was class. Class written all over it. Waited. And to be able to generate so much power of a slow delivery, that goes to show this man's class. He's picking line, he's picking length, and more importantly, he's putting them in the gap, whether it's out of the ground or along the carpet. Ronak at a different level in this innings. Big over for Dubai. 13 of it, 12 gone, 95 for 2. $95 for 2 after 12 overs, 13 of the last over. Pressure on Ankur Sagwan here to make the breakthrough here. Ajman slightly on the heels after this onslaught. And Mudassar Ali, sometimes if someone is making runs and giving you chances, you tend to feel motivated. But the way Ronak is batting, you hardly look like getting out.
On the back foot, into the gap, no stopping. I thought it was just a single, but poor effort, poor field placement. There's a big vacant region between deep square leg and deep mid wicket. Bisecting those two fielders is rock solid on the back foot.
Well, I've noticed on this pitch is getting slower and slower, and you need to find the right pace as a spinner. They've been on the generally on the shorter side on Kursagwan. Once you drop it short, even Muzammil in his first spell, he was too short or too full, not that in between length. That's where you don't really able to put pressure on a quality batter.
100 comes up with that boundary for Dubai. And not only it's Ronak Panoli, but also the way Israr Ahmed, his approach has been completely different. What we used to witness earlier, he used to be an aggressive batter. He used to go after the bowlers from the ball number 1, but now we are seeing a controlled aggression from Israr Ahmed. He's run a ball 12, giving that company to Captain Ronak Panoli.
Happy to play second fiddle. Was drop or not, and that was a big moment for Ajman, because he's such a dangerous player. He may look like playing second fiddle and run a ball, but all of a sudden he can get that 20 run over anytime. He's got the game.
I'm loving this. Ronak Panoli, he is out there like he's on a mission. A mission, will it be accomplished tonight yet again by Captain Ronak Panoli? Still a long way to go in this game. Batting first, sensible piece of batting, taking team Dubai to respectable total. It's under 8, the run rate. Israr and Panoli stitching a partnership. Ball just stopping and coming on to the blade, falling short of Ankur. A tight over comes to an end. 7 from that over, 13 gone, 1 or 2 for the loss of 2. Tossed up. Is there a chance? Fielder. He takes it. No mistake. Raheel is the fielder, the young lad. Running hard. All eyes wide open. That's the end of Panoli.
Well, it was flighted, not quite to the pitch of the ball, and an excellent running catch at long off. And the Ronak Panoli show comes to an end. He'll be disappointed. I think there are some runs he left out there in the middle. He could have made more, but a fantastic captain's innings once more. 66 of 46 with 2 maximums. Excellent strike rate. And Ajman are back in the game. 102 for 2. Aryan Lakra coming in at number 5. So you do expect that aggression to continue. A fabulous hand played by Ronak Panoli once again. But they would want to get up to around 170, 180 here. Lost the wicket at the wrong stage.
The captain getting better of his counterpart. Ansh, 2 big wickets to his name. He was bold enough to give that flight to Ronak Panoli. Now left hand right hand combination. How many more they can add in the remaining overs? Aryan Lakra, known for batting top of the order, now coming at a different number. Played with soft hands, a dot delivery.
Yeah, I've been mildly surprised to see Ansh continue for such a long spell. Maybe Junaid Shamsu has a bit of a niggle and not being able to bowl today. They've not used Basil either. Steps into it and will easily clear the long on. Glorious shot from Aryan Lakra.
A pure timing. The previous delivery from Aryan Lakra off the mark in style. Slight error, a bit fuller, and leaning on that front foot. The strong wrist of Aryan Lakra fetches him a maximum. Beautiful looking shot.
Oh, beautiful. Even better. Squeezing that ball behind point, and the shorter boundary has played into the hands of Team Dubai. A boundary to follow.
It's like a floodgates are open. Aryan Lakra making that late adjustment. Was forced on the back foot. Poor effort. Just watching the ball going past him is Matthew Rub.
Yeah, put the dive in, my friend. Even if you don't make it, that was your only chance of stopping the ball. And another sloppy misfield. So Ajman not doing themselves any favors in the field. Already dropped Israr Ahmed.
Just cannot relax. Yes, you have got that big fish, Ronak Panoli. But after that, tossed up delivery, inviting the batter to go big. Then poor effort from the fielder resulted in the boundary.
Oh, excellent delivery. Got the length absolutely spot on. But the damage in the over has been done. 11 taken off it. 113 for 3 now with 6 to go. Well, they've held back Assam for this latter half of the innings. Usually bowls undisturbed after the power play. So something is certainly cooking with regards to the strategy from Ansh Tandon. 3 men very close in on the offside ring. Cover point, backward point and short third. And he's bowling off spin. Interesting. He's taken a hatful of wickets with his leg break, but now he's trying something else.
The left-hand batter was forced to bowl those break deliveries, but it won't help Isam Matthew Rub because he looks wicket-taking bowler whenever he gives that flight bowling as a leg break bowler. It's a longer boundary towards the leg side. Take your chances.
No single there. Got in quickly the short third. Yeah, and if he drops it short, he'll be pulled onto the road by Aryan Lakra. So I'm not sure what the thinking is here. Let's see if it pays off for Ajman. So far he's playing him quite calmly. Right then, right-hander at the crease now. Does he go back to leg break?
The only fifer so far, Ahmed, in this tournament, taken by Isam Matthew Rub. He's having a wonderful tournament. And the Ajman young lads under the leadership of Ansh Tandon. They have played 4 games before this game, won 2, lost 2. It's kind of a must-win game for both the sides.
Yeah, Dubai want to get back to winning ways. Beautiful shot. Fast hands from Israr Ahmed. Deposited into the stands.
It was bowled way outside the off stump, but the problem has been it was a fuller delivery, rightly punished. It was in the arc of Israr Ahmed, stretching himself, goes over that long off fielder. So runs coming thick and fast in the last couple of overs.
Just shifting gears here. Pressing that foot on the accelerator. Despite losing Ronak Panoli. It was Aryan who came in with that terrific intent. 6 and 4. Oh, excellent stop by the short mid wicket. Basel getting in the line of the ball. Otherwise that would have been 4.
Even the cameraman, he lost the sight. 9 runs so far. He needs to end this over on a high note. But Israr, he has some other plans. Oh, what a wonderful effort coming in from the fielder. Is it Lovepreet Singh Bajwa?
I think he saved 5 runs for the side there. Will need a boundary check. Wasn't quite out of the middle, but still had just about enough to clear until that sensational fielding attempt by Lovepreet.
One more tossed up delivery, not a proper connection. Look at that effort. Singh, a full stretch and good presence of mind by Lovepreet. Did he release the ball? Oh, I think it's a maximum. He took some time to release that ball.
Yeah, he has clearly stepped beyond the rope. Great effort, full marks. Just couldn't get the execution right. And in the end, that should be given as a 6. And yes, it is. Confirmation coming in from umpire Ali Kamran. 128 for 3. And we're already in position to bowl the 16th over. Ansh Tandon giving himself a 4th over.
Not the stage to continue with the spinners. That to 2 leg break bowlers bowling in tandem and leaking runs. You did all the hard work. All you need to do is a good finish. Now you're giving an opportunity to the opposition to make a comeback. And it's a big statement from Aryan and Israr in the previous overs, getting maximums and boundaries.
Yeah, some of these bowling changes have been eyebrow raising to say the least. Absolutely smoked. Fetch that from the Sachin Tendulkar stand.
Aryan Lakra taking on Ansh Tandon. A juicy full toss, rightly punished. A beautiful connection between the blade and ball. And power generated a maximum. It's raining 6s here.
He's playing a spirited cameo here. 20 of 8. 2 maximums and a boundary already. And it's all going wrong here for Ajman. On paper, we thought they had all the bases covered in their bowling today. But it's not happening. Even their key bowler, Isam Matthew Rub, has gone for runs.
He needs to make a comeback here. In his first over, he went for a max on the very first ball. And on the second ball, he got better of Nilansh Keswani. Can he get better of Aryan Lakra?
Well, time will tell if that is the pattern. His feet are moving very nicely at the crease today, Aryan. That was a difficult shot. He made it look easy.
Already represented national side, Aryan Lakra. Yet again trying to make a comeback. I would love to see him bat at number 1 or 2 position.
Oh, straight to the fielder, but he bobbled the ball. Lucky escape. I think Aryan might have been in trouble there, coming to the danger end. Yeah, he's been shuffled in the top 6. Sometimes that can work against a young player still looking to find his feet at international level. Beautifully put away. Faizer, give up the chase, my friend. You're never going to get there.
Hitting those maximums, he is forcing Anshtandon to change his length. And he anticipated a back off length quite early, deep into the crease, waited and waited, and well managed by Lakra into the gap, 4 runs.
He likes it towards mid-wicket and the cut to point. His 2 areas of strength. They've fed him in that region and he's made merry. 250 strike rate. He's changing the game here. And those rotations of striker coming in as well. Another big over coming in for Dubai.
Dinesh Shamshu was not introduced. Now they're paying for that. Persisting with the spinners. Captain himself going for runs.
Hit off the back foot and clearing long off. That is outrageous power from Israr Ahmed.
Glimpses of great MSD. And look at that. Deep into the crease. Waited. And lofted over that fielder. No chance for the long off fielder. A maximum. And ends over with the flourish. 16 gone. 147 for the loss of 3.
So Saghir Khan coming back into the attack. He's only bowled 1 over but been belted for 13. Troubling times for Ajman. We thought when they were coming out to bowl on paper that it looked a very complete bowling unit. But it's been taken to the cleaners here, Mudassir.
And they're losing that grip. They were in the game. They had that firm grip till the 12th or 13th over. Aryan came in and all of a sudden things started to change in favor of batting side. Clearly the pendulum shifting towards Dubai. 26 of just 11 and Israr Ahmed took his own time. Now he's looking dangerous. He quickly moved to 31, got couple of maximums. 147 and there is a jump. The required, in fact the run rate 9.19. I'm not sure what's happening there.
Yeah, how often can you say that Ronak Panoli getting out will result in Dubai accelerating? Usually it's the complete polar opposite. Meanwhile, some gear change being required for Aryan or just a quick sip. It is a humid evening, as you can rightly testify.
Drastically it got changed after 7 p.m. here. It's hot and humid. The dew factor also coming into play. And that is the reason we are not seeing much purchase for the spinners. As we saw earlier in the day, it was a rank turner. Now it's all about the variations for the bowlers. Even the likes of Saghir, the experience, fast bowler, going for runs, 13. 3 more overs for Saghir. He'll be bowling 17th and 19th. So he'll end up the day with just 3 overs.
You make a terrific point about the dew. That has just helped the batters. Ball is skidding on, not turning as much. So they're looking at that 180 plus sort of score. Saghir will be coming around the wicket to Aryan Lakra. Nobody at square leg. Nicely played. The call is for 2. And Aryan was willing, but it was never there. So that has just allowed the Dubai batters to play even more freely without that fear of the spin.
The way they approached this innings, they took their own time. The likes of Israr, Ronak Panoli got those boundaries, played on the merit of the ball. That has been the reason they are in a good position now. It's 148 for the loss of 3. Aryan doing the damage, 27 of just 12.
Oh, hooked away, and that will travel. Too easy for Israr Ahmed, who's in a punishing vein of form.
He continues to be expensive tonight, Saghir. But what a pull. Targeting the helmet of the batter, Saghir, but rightly punished. Brave enough Israr to take on Saghir Khan.
Well, just to expand on that discussion about the dew that has arrived today, the problem is Dubai don't have a lot of fast bowlers either. They're very spin heavy. Ronak Panoli, Aryan Lakra, Nilansh Keswani, Aditya Shetty. So they could be in trouble as well. That's why they need all the runs that they can get. And Saghir has just been off the boil. Remember, this boy was part of the UAE national team a few months ago.
This is what happens. You have represented at the international level. All of a sudden, you are out of the side. So much thinking. It's not easy. Someone needs to talk to these boys. You can see that lack of confidence in his bowling as well.
Oh, that was on the pads. Israr has missed out. Yeah, you make an excellent point. He's just perhaps trying to figure out, what did I do wrong? What do I need to change? This D20 is very important for me. I need to perform well. I need to catch the eye of the national team think tank once again. So a lot going through a young man's mind. And he's just very young, just about in his early 20s.
And you can make a comeback. Even the great Mohinder Amarnath, he was dropped 9 times and he made 9 comebacks. He was the player of the match in the 83 semi-final and final. But here, we'll talk about Aryan Lakra's show. Clean hitting continues. He's even not sparing Muhammad Saghir. What a connection.
That is a monster hit. He should be playing golf or baseball. Look at that one, tee off. Planting that front foot and dispatched into the Sharjah sky. And that has gone well clear. Or have they found it? Either way, it's a huge 6.
Ahmed, he gained few kilos and I would request him not to shed those kilos. It's working in favor of Aryan Lakra. The tremendous clean hitting we are witnessing from this boy.
Yeah, certainly been hitting the gym. He's looking solidly built now in the right way, because it's translating into his batting. He's hit some towering maximums this evening. What a knock, 33 of 13. Pulled away, square leg in the circle, 4 more.
Clearly, they are losing the grip. They have lost that grip, the strong, firm grip, where they were having an upper hand. All of a sudden, runs galore here from the blade of Aryan Lakra. And under the radar of Aryan Lakra is Saghir Khan.
It's a hurricane arriving at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Hurricane Aryan. Unbelievable batting. Oh, and it's taken. The commentator's curse has got him. Oh dear, what an anticlimax. We were hoping for so much more.
Oh, change of pace. But he has done his job. A change of pace. He forced him to go big. Fumble, but good recovery by Yahya. A much needed breakthrough has been provided. But he has done the damage here. Aryan Lakra, what a wonderful knock from this young lad, comes to an end, managing 37 of just 16 balls. Is 166 for the loss of 4.
OS Ahmed makes a return into the attack. Well, when the opposition was smashing you to all parts, why were you hiding this man? He could have provided some kind of a breakthrough. Amar Badami in at 6. Full toss. And will scoot past the long off for 4.
This is what happens when you don't make right changes. Even someone like Oways trying to bowl that Yorker, slight error, it turned into a juicy full toss, and what a connection. Even though a full length dive, no stopping. 4 runs to start the over number 18.
We might see the first 200 of the D20. Plenty of time on Dubai's hands. A long chase for Shahrukh Amin. He can't get there. Dubai are unstoppable. Israr Ahmed is unstoppable.
The first one to the right of Shahrukh Amin, the second to the left. Pure timing and placement. 2 full tosses and 2 boundaries for Israr.
I believe the fastest 50 is of 28 deliveries or 25. Well, he can break that record either way.
If you say, I'll believe. Blindly, I'll believe you, Ahmed.
I think it was Kamran Atta who got that. So Israr Ahmed has a major chance right here. Another full toss, but he'll find the deep cover. Lucky escape. That should have been the 3rd boundary.
Sticking to bowl those Yorkers, because it's not helping the cause of the bowlers if you're pitching back off length, as we have seen the previous over Saghir. He was taken apart by Israr. So that might force always to stick to those fuller deliveries, trying to bowl those Yorkers. In the process, 2 boundaries for lead, a single, 174 on board.
Pressure is well and truly on Ajman at the moment. Misfield. Even the captain is losing his focus. And only going to be a single. Amar has done his job. Get Asrar back on.
Still, couple of overs after this over, denying that single, trying to keep that strike. He wants to take on Oways. He's the man who's getting those quick runs. But Amar, he can also find you those boundaries. You need to trust your partner.
Very fine player, Amar Badami. Technically sound. Has that gift of timing. Good wide Yorker. Took him 5 deliveries to get it right.
He denied that single and he played a dot delivery. Trying to be the hero, trying to play the remaining overs. No, my dear friend, you need to push hard. Every run matters.
Well, Ajman need to fasten their seat belts in the second innings. They have to go hard. This will certainly be the highest score of the D20 so far. Miscued, but there's nobody at point. And once again they didn't push for the second. Could have had it. And it will only be a single. 177 for 4. Well, he's had an off day with the ball. Mohammad Saghir Khan. Penultimate over. That's better. Right in the block hole. That's where you want to be.
First over 13, second over he's gone for 18. Bowling that 19th over. We've already saw 183. The 13th match early in the day. Kamanatha getting the quick 52 in 25 balls.
What a delightful shot from Amar Badami. Awais does well. Didn't give up on the ball. But superb running between the wickets. They've picked up 3.
One shot. In the previous over, there was a chance to go for the second. He looked tired, but now running hard for the third. Why?
Well, I have absolutely no idea why. In any case, they got one subtracted. So Israr will be on strike even though 2 is added. And that's not a bad idea, not a bad option for Dubai at this stage. Huge gaps on the onside between the long on, the deep mid and the deep square. Eagle-eyed Ali Kamran, the umpire. That's a good job. One hit away from a 50. This is high. Mid-wicket, long on. Anyone? Very good catch by Lovepreet. And Israr falls in the pursuit of quick runs.
Singh Saab makes no mistake. This is what happens. When there's a chance, you run hard. You go for those second runs. But now trying to go big, trying to find those boundaries, trying to be hero, he loses his wicket. Valuable 48, I would say, of 28 balls with the help of 4 sixes and 3 fours is 180 for the loss of 5.
So it's Vaibhav Govikar coming in at number 7. Well, it's such a star-studded batting lineup that a player of his caliber has to come in at 7 for Team Dubai. In any other side, he would be the proper number 3 or number 4.
It is the quality of Dubai and the likes of Ramiz, Ronak, and they promote surprise move. He came in, got a maximum. With Vaibhav coming at number 7, he can provide that impetus, late impetus for Dubai.
Technically strong player. And those will always succeed. They're pushing for 2. A great running by Amar Badami. He knew it would be touch and go, but he sacrificed a potential wicket just to make it to the other end.
Running hard for his team, Amar Badami. Not greedy for that strike.
Yeah, it's a team game. The name on the front matters more than the name on the back. Skewed away towards deep cover. They look for 2 again. They're running on the throw. And this could be close. I think Vaibhav might be a yard short or an inch short.
A great pickup and release from the fielder in the deep. Running hard, though it was the last ball of the over. He's not looking to keep that strike. Running hard. This pair knows the importance of each and every run. Shahrukh Hameen, clean pickup. One bounce straight into the hands of Yahya. The stretch, did it save? Oh. No. Shot by inches.
Well executed run out. Unlucky Vaibhav. Excellent fielding by Shahrukh Hameen. He's done well when others have not for Ajman. So a run out gets them a wicket. Final over coming up. Right then, OS Ahmed, can you contain Dubai below 200? 183 for 6. A player of his caliber should be able to do that.
That's 17 runs. More they need to touch that 200. It looks distant as of now.
Amar Badami. Is this a catch at long off? Just beyond him. Well, they just might get that 17.
I'm sorry, my friend, Amar Badami. I completely forgot it was Amar Badami on strike. A cutter, well managed. Got the elevation as well as the distance. No chance for Amin. Score moves to 189.
This is the biggest score of the Emirates D20 2025. Dubai are piling it on. Oh, what a shot! Breathtaking, Amar Badami.
Driven, deliberately played in the air. Very strong towards that off-stick channel. Going down on one knee. Complete control. And look at that balance, Ahmed. Beautifully managed.
That is a sight for sore eyes. He's such an elegant player. Doesn't need to overhit the ball. Just times it. 193. From 17, they've wiped off 10 in just 2 balls. Top edge. 3 fielders. Put down. And that has been the story. Oh, a run out was possible. Had to get the dive in.
Commitment of Amar Badami taking team closer to the 200 mark. He was not in control. Top edge. There was an opportunity for short third player. He tried his best. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. Then there was also an opportunity for run out. But a full length dive by Amar Badami. Couple of more runs. 12 so far.
Awais is taking a pasting now, even though he's been the pick of the bowlers. Deep square leg, deep mid, long on. Fine leg third in the circle. So it's pretty much a spinner's field now for Awais Ahmed. Flicked. They'll push for 2. No chance. Muzammil has a strong arm and he attacked the ball well. Aditya Shetty, over to you.
Started his career of D series, the first tournament D10. He got into the limelight as a leg break bowler. Bowled beautifully, but now lately we are seeing him as a batter playing for Dubai.
Quick bumper. Oh, and I think his bat is in the air. The same batter could have been run out twice. We'll certainly need a replay on the first one. Mudassir Ali and Lovepreet Bajwa are telling him he's out.
Lethargic, but still we need to wait for those replays. Beaten by pace. What was he looking at? The side angle will give us a clear picture.
Well, he surely knows he's out. What is he waiting for? I think he was waiting that it would be called a wide because of the height. But I think he's in trouble. And funnily enough, he could have still been run out at the non-striker's end. So we do have the next batter, Abdullah, ready on the sideline. Just need the replay to confirm what I think all 15 people in the ground know at the moment. 11 of Ajman, the 2 umpires and the 2 Dubai batters that Aditya has run out.
A brain-fed movement for Aditya Shetty. Now look at that. He's watching the wicket keeper. He released the ball and what was he thinking? The ball hitting those stumps, bat still in the air. A brilliant job by Yahya.
Well, it can happen to the best of us. It's a rather silly dismissal, but it can happen. Aditya sent back, run out on ball 1. Final ball of the Dubai innings. They are very close. They are 196. They need a boundary to get 200. Right then, Abdullah Salim, can you send this one beyond the boundary rope or past it? Third and fine in the circle. Oh yes, he can. Brilliant shot. 200 up for Dubai on the final ball.
Young Abdullah comes in and he gets 200 for Dubai. A confident looking shot. He expected that fuller delivery. Made room and goes over that fine leg fielder. So 4 runs for Abdullah and 200 comes up for Dubai. A mammoth total has been posted by Dubai batting first against Ajman.
They're a happy team, that is for sure. Big smiles on the face of both young lads, and why not? The batting performance has been the best we've seen in the D20 so far. He certainly enjoyed that. And Ajman have plenty to ponder, plenty to plan, because this will need to be a record run chase if they want victory tonight. Just didn't go right for them with the ball. Taking a look at the batting scorecard, Ronak Panoli, incredible, 66 of 46. Quick fire 48 coming in from Asrar Ahmed. But Aryan Lakra was absolutely incredible. 37 of just 15 deliveries. An excellent cameo by the stylish Amar Badami as well.
At one stage, Dubai were 90. The end of 12 overs. Last 8 overs, 110 runs leaked by the bowling unit. They started off really well. Wicketless Muzammil. Tonight, 2 overs 22. Awais Ahmed, 4 overs 42. Ankur Sangwan bowled 4. He bowled quite exceptionally well, though he did not able to find a wicket. It was Isam Mathiur Rab, 3 overs 26. He got the first breakthrough. Anshtandon a couple of wickets, but very expensive tonight. So was Saghir Khan. At the end, Dubai, they managed to get magical figure 200.
Let's take a look at the highlights of the Dubai batting effort. Ronak Panoli was on song right from ball 1, punishing pace and spin alike. Ramesh Shehzad gone to a sharp catch of Essam. And then it was Nilansh Keswani who was promoted up the order but fell early. But then the two men in form for Team Dubai. The captain Ronak Panoli getting to a 50. Alongside him the hard-hitting Israr Ahmed. What a brilliant flick that was over square leg. The shot of the night really. And he kept on peppering them until he fell. One big shot too many. Excellent running catch. But even at that stage, there was a long way to go as Aryan Lakra teed off alongside Israr Ahmed. Both of them trading maximums, trading boundaries, and really putting the Ajman bowlers to the sword. Israr Ahmed in particular with some jaw-dropping shots. Look at that power off the back foot. And that hook for 6 against Saghir. Aryan Lakra with perhaps the biggest 6 of the night, but then he fell next ball. Well taken by the wicket-keeper. Israr kept on chugging along and he got able support from the other end as well. This was a good dismissal, excellent running catch by Lovepreet. But then it was Amar Badami who decided, let me take on the bowling as well. Webb of Govikar getting run out, pushing for the second. That was well executed by Ajman. And this was the final over. Great punch over extra cover. Aditya Shetty with a comical run out, completely lost in his own world. And Abdullah Salim ramping it to get the boundary and raise the 200 for Team Dubai. So 201, it's the biggest target for Ajman in this edition of the D20. Can they pull it off? Can they do a heroic run chase? We'll find out after the break. Welcome back to match number 14 of the Emirates D20 2025. Dubai have really piled it on tonight. Exactly 200 runs achieved in the allotted 20 overs thanks to some stunning batting coming in from the captain, Ronak Panoli, Israr Ahmed, Aryan Lakra and Amar Badami, all teeing off big time against Ajman. Because Assam was excellent, 1 for 26. I'm not sure why he did not complete his 4-over stint. Ansh Tandon, the captain, took a lot of tap, but he did pick up 2 wickets. And Mohammad Sagir picking up 2 wickets as well. And well, 201 is the target for them. Asghar Khan alongside me in the com box. Are we going to see a record-setting run chase in the D20 this season?
Well, that's the first time any team got to 200. So obviously, it's going to be a record breaking, at least in this competition. Well, Ajman, their batting is not quite as strong as Dubai. It's going to be a big challenge for them.
Yeah, 2 things in their favor. One, the dew factor, because it is certainly a slick outfield. And number 2, Dubai don't have a lot of pace bowling options. It's very spin heavy, considering the conditions we've had the last 2 or 3 days. But today is exceptionally humid, so that condensation has settled on the outfield. So unless the spinners bowl really well for Team Dubai, I think Ajman are in with a shout. Maybe not a great chance, but they're in with a shout of pulling off this chase.
Certainly, that's a fair analysis, especially if Junaid Shamsuddin gets going.
You make the exact right prediction. It has to be Junaid Shamsu, and he's in good form as well. Played really well yesterday. Was absolutely smashing the ball to all parts the evening previous against Fujairah. He has to be the man. He has to go hard in the power play, and Shahrukh Amin, his left-handed partner, will need to play his role as well.
Yeah, look good, Shahrukh. Yesterday played some fine shots, but the real big fish is Junaid Shamsuddin, and they are opting to start off with spin.
Very interesting move indeed. Yeah, Nilansh Keswani just going through his warm-ups. He does like to bowl with the new ball. Likes to accept that challenge of bowling in the power play overs. It's all about one miss-hit, one mistimed shot. If Junaid Shamsu gets it wrong, and if he falls early, then Ajman will really be up against it.
Oh, absolutely. He's a real match winner. He's someone who can give you that start 60, 65 in that power play, and that will be needed right from the outset. They need 10 runs per over.
You need at least a boundary or a maximum in every set of 6. Here we go. Run chase is underway. Nilansh bowling to Junaid Shamsuddin. Oh, immediately some extra bounce. Could have picked up a feather edge.
Good start. He bowls a nagging length. Not really floats it up. Bowling it into the surface. Good start from him.
Long off in position for Junaid Shamsu. And a deep mid wicket. So the plan is to make him hit straight. Dragged towards the mid-on. Not quite out of the middle. Junaid Shamsu, he can afford to take a bit of time. Just get settled in.
He's got to be careful because that mid-on fielder, it's a bit of a tempter for him. Can't afford to play right across the line to something coming back into the pads.
Yeah, that's what they want you to do. Oh, shuffling in his crease. This is delightful bowling from Nilansh Keswani.
And he's someone who doesn't look for a single as well. Always looking to hit boundaries. So either it's going to be 4, 6 or dot.
Yeah, not much in the middle, to be quite honest. You're right. He's pummeled it, but long off. We'll just watch it sail. That is brute force from Junaid Shamsuddin.
Got something in his slot. He was waiting for something full. And for the first time in this over, Nilansh pushed that one through quicker and fuller. And there is the result. Magnificent hit.
Not the biggest boundary there from this Sharjah Cricket Academy, and so he got away with it. Good fielding. Israr Ahmed putting his body on the line. They want to build that dot ball pressure on Shamsuddin.
Decent over still. One big hit, 4 dots. This is a crucial last ball coming up.
Pulled and past the mid-on. Long hop, deserved to be dispatched.
There you go, 10 of the first over. Shamsuddin looking good here. Ajman 10 for none. Ten for none after one. Danish Qureshi has been given the new ball. He's going to be bowling to Shahrukh Amin. Strong square of the wicket field for Shahrukh. Rightly so. Very strong on either side of wicket. Starts off with a fuller delivery, and that's excellent batting. Played it with soft hands. Picks up a single. Gives the strike back to Junaid Shamsuddin, who's more aggressive, more brutal. Power. 4 dots in the first over, but he struck a 6 and 4 of Nilanj Keswani. That's the way he plays. Such a force to reckon, especially at the top of the order. Junaid Shamsuddin. He's a big unit. Does hit the ball so hard and clean. Lot is resting on his shoulders here for Ajman. Can they make a game of this one? Tremendous shot. Absolutely stunning. Minimum fuss. Great result.
That is outstanding. Just read the swing of the ball, let it move, and punched it down the line. He's got such tremendous hands, plus that power. Really is such a delightful package to have opening the innings. And the best part is he's been consistent in this tournament. Oh, inside edge onto the boot. That is going to swell up when he goes home after the game.
Won't bother him at the moment because he's in the contest. Rightly mentioned, Junaid Shamsuddin is a special talent when it comes to striking the ball. And off late, he's matured a great deal. I remember in the past sometime he plays an ugly shot and get out, but especially in this competition, his shot selection has been quite brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been extremely prolific, especially in the 50 over format. Excellent Yorker, Danish. He's understood the assignment. He needs to contain this man or get rid of him, so he's giving his best.
He's gone quite full after that boundary. Immediately an adjustment from Danish Qureshi. It is needed. Ball in the block hole. But how long can you repeat those Yorkers? Can't afford to miss your length.
Yeah, very energy sapping. Not easy. Tremendous strain on the body. Bottom hand will push it to mid-on. So far he's been able to execute. Danish in his prime. One of the best fast bowlers we've ever seen in the UAE. He's had his toils with injuries like every fast bowler over the last 2-3 seasons. Plus he works full time as well. But when he's on song, he's such a wonderful bowler to watch.
No doubt about it. Very skillful. Still, he's got the experience. He's trying to deliver those skills. Missed that length. And you can't afford to do that. That has gone flat for 6.
That ball has been crushed by Junaid Shamsuddin. Friendly slot delivery, pace on. It had to be dispatched. 21 on board. Well, this is a very bold call being made by Ronak Panoli. Angad Nehru, he's a sly customer, but this is doing him no favors. To ask to bowl off spin in the power play restrictions. Fair enough, there's a left-hander at the crease. Let's see. Off, it's a big gamble. Long hop.
You said it's a bit of a gamble. He does bowl with a new ball time to time, but this is a different challenge. Starts off poorly and beautifully played. Belted over mid-wicket for 6.
Yeah, he didn't overhit. He just timed it. He didn't swing towards long leg. He hit it straightish towards mid-wicket. Smart batting from Shahrukh Amin. He's the kind of player who needs that early boundary to settle his nerves. And that should get him going. We've seen plenty of sixes tonight at the D20 as well.
Oh, absolutely. Runs are coming quite thick and fast here for Ajman.
Square leg in the circle, lucky escape. But Shahrukh needs to be cautious here. Don't try to create a shot that isn't there.
Absolutely. He's got that maximum. He can afford to work the ball into the gap. So as long as Junaid Shamsuddin is on the other end, he can feed the strike to him.
Oh, inside edge. Once again, trying to force the issue. And Ramiz, has he reined it in? It's going to be touch and go. The senior statesman setting the example in the field.
Some desperation, some great commitment there from Ramesh Shahzad. Chased hard. Pulling in that slide. Let's have a look. That's brilliant technique there from Ramesh. I think he saved a run there.
Oh, brilliant. Yes, that elevated right foot. The hind leg following through. He's done a superb job. He's teaching the youngsters. He's a bit of a player coach in this side. Very much a mentor to all these young Dubai boys. They idolize him. And you can see why. He sets the perfect example on the field. Zero compromises. And zero compromises, Junaid Shamsuddin. Chip down the ground for 6.
Amazing power. Just amazing shot from a very, very good young player. Fantastic result. Angad Nehru coming under heavy sort of bashing here.
This was the matchup Ajman were looking for. Shamsuddin versus the off spinner in the power play. Couldn't force it through the offside ring. That's much more like it. To Shamsu, you have to bowl flatter.
Flatter and bit shorter and cramp him for length. If you just entice him to come onto that front foot, then it's trouble for you.
Couldn't beat the cover point fielder. He's disappointed. But they have got 15 off the over. 36 for none. Danish Qureshi. Oh, that's a wonderful shot, Shahrukh Amin. Stepping out and getting the length he was looking for.
Aggressive Shahrukh Amin. He has improved a lot in the last 6 months, and he's added few shots in his armory. Stepping down the pitch and taking Danish Qureshi on.
What I love about Shahrukh is he's very hardworking. He's very humble. He always very self-deprecating that I'm not a good player. I'm not as good as these guys. But I want to improve. And he works really hard behind the scenes just to brush up his skills, improve every day. And that's the right attitude to have as a young player.
The biggest room in this world is room for improvement.
Oh, well said. Good comeback delivery. But they're just getting that odd boundary that keeps the momentum flowing.
They've gone at a very good pace. Original required rate 10 runs per over. They're going at 12. So the ideal sort of start time with Khwaja to a big run chase. The openers providing a solid platform.
Doing exactly that. They did that yesterday as well. They couldn't finish the job. Can they go that one step further tonight? No single there. Just moved a bit early on that occasion, and Danish spotted him.
He's a much better player, Shahrukh, when he looks to stay still and meet the ball. Sometimes what happens if you move around the crease too much and too early, it gives the bowler a fair idea of adjusting his length.
And because he's always opening, he feels he has to force the issue in the power play. That doesn't allow you to evolve as a batter. If he can train himself to bat at 3 or 4, he'll start looking for those singles, those doubles, those pushes towards deep cover, long off, long on. That will allow him to improve as a batter.
That's certainly a different role, because in that middle order, once the field is open, there's more chances for you to maneuver those singles. In the power play, you have to go hard and get boundaries. It's very difficult where you have 7 fielders, not including the bowler and the wicket keeper, to pierce through those singles with a brand new ball. It rushes onto the bat, it goes to the fielders quickly. It's hard to find those gaps.
And then when you try to apply that template as a middle order batter, you struggle. Good looking shot, smart batting, but equally well bowled by Danish. Pace off. He's held his own in this spell so far.
He's done well. He knows there's no real lateral movement in the air. Danish Qureshi in his pump, in his peak, he used to swing the ball prodigiously.
Oh, he was our very own version of James Anderson. I've seen him hoop the ball around corners any time of the day. Full toss, flicked, and it's gone into the stands once more.
Attempted Yorker gone horribly wrong. A low full toss on leg stump. And this man is seeing the ball so big. Just helped on his way for 6 into the stands. 4 overs, 47 for none.
Just a flick of the wrist and watch it sail. Junaid Shamsu has teed off 32 of just 16, and it's going to be Ramiz Shehzad coming on to bowl. Certainly not a frontline option, occasional off spin. But Ronak Panoli will need to be very creative with his bowling selections this evening. There is due, and you have 4 or 5 spinners in your squad, not a lot of seamers.
If Dew really kicks in Ahmed Khwaja, then having that many spinners can backfire.
Especially with the way Ansh Tandon, Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, Junaid Shamsu and Shah Rukh Amin can strike the ball. Dangerous players. Oh, what was that? Bottom edge. And a big misfield, but they'll only take a single. And I think that's the right approach. Let Ramiz face the off break. And let him go after him.
Innovation here for Shah Rukh, but right now I think they got a good start, but no need Ahmed Khwaja to throw your wicket away, because they got to take it deep. You got to have wickets in hand, and by the time the Dew really kicks in, you need to be in a solid position.
Completely agree. Mid off is up. They've got a long on and a deep mid right on the edge of the boundary rope. Well, tell you what, it won't matter if Shamsu middles it. Oh, defeated him in the flight. Was that a stumping chance?
A difficult one, because that ball spun a long way and it kept really low. Have a look at that. Oh,
Lucky escape for Shamsu. Just stepped out of his crease. Abdullah was slightly. Some turn, Shehzad, and a bit of extra. Just that overspin on the ball. To give a substantial one, a prolonged one. Picked up towards cow corner and well clear. Shah Rukh Amin is matching Junaid Shamsu shot for shot.
outstanding result for Ajman. Both openers looking comfortable. That's a very good cricket stroke. That's a bottom hand flick for 6.
He was patient, he waited, and then bang. 22 of 10. So both openers going along at a rapid clip here for Ajman. Dubai are looking a bit lost at the moment, searching for solutions. Pass the mid on. No chance for the long off. 4.
Excellent batting. Slightly unorthodox. Short ball, and he rocked back and flat batted past the umpire. Great result though.
That was something out of Wimbledon or the Australian Open. Forehand winner. Down the ground. Rafa Nadal wearing pads. So this move to give Ramiz an over has not worked. There is an appeal, but immediately denied. No need for that, Shah Rukh. 12 taken off the over. 59 for no loss. Well, Israr Ahmed has not bowled a lot in this tournament. Of emergency, break glass. That is exactly what Ronak Panoli has done. He cannot go to the spinners right now. It's not turning and it's coming onto the bat beautifully. Single taken off the first ball. He is a thinking fast bowler because being an all-rounder, he understands the mindset of a batsman.
Oh, absolutely. Very handy cricketer. Can bowl as well. Touch surprise. Nilanj Keswani bowling just 1 over in the power play. Yes, he went for 10, but he's your premier left arm spinner. Still no Lakra. He's gone before them to someone like Ramesh Shahzad, which was a bit of a punt.
Yeah, you have to back your key bowlers, your key players to come through. Fair enough. Ajman have a good top order, but you cannot be fearful. Smashed past cover point. Stand and deliver Shah Rukh Amin. That's the shot of the night from him.
He's got that technique where he likes to sit back on that back foot. That gives him that time to really play square of the wicket. That's exactly where you don't want to be bowling to Shah Rukh, with offside off stump.
Well, I think you remember last night I likened him to Saurav Ganguly. The way he sets up, his physique, the way he bats, that was a carbon copy of the Prince of Calcutta. What a shot! And Israr, he's not gotten it right. Early boundary conceded. So once again they can make it a 9, 10, 12 run over. Oh, there it is. Overdoing it. You don't need to do that, Shah Rukh Amin.
Pretty much premeditated. Dancing down the wicket and end up going away from the ball when you're stroking the ball so well. In this innings, he's almost matched Junaid Shamsu.
Exactly. So why do you want to overdo it? Oh, what a shot! From the hip. It's a flat 6.
Shah Rukh Amin is putting up a show here. And so happy to see him do that as well. He's worked incredibly hard. That's a proper cricket stroke.
That has been pumped. Short arm jab down the ground. Lovely shot. And Israr is also taking a pounding here. Smart batting. You've already got the boundaries. You've even got a maximum. Now just keep it moving.
Well, bowling in the power play in these conditions against two quality players, it's always a high risk when you give it to a part-timer. You have to back your main bowlers to do the job, to bowl those tough overs, Ahmed Khwaja.
How long can you delay their entry point? Power play has been one-way traffic for the batting side. Straight to the fielder. But they've once again taken 12 off the over. 71 for no loss at the end of power play. Well, the captain has decided I need to be the one stepping in. Ronak Panoli, he's having a fabulous tournament with the ball in hand. But conditions on ground have changed tonight. There is a lot of dew. Hard pull, but straight to the deep mid. Got away with that long hop. So can he still be effective tonight? Time will tell.
It's going to be a test for him. He's bowled brilliantly today, Dubai. The bowling resources in these conditions will be tested.
Oh, huge! Just fetch it from the stands. Don't even bother.
Humongous hit. Absolutely nailed it. Cleared his front leg. Flighted delivery. And have a look at the result. He hits the ball so hard into the stands for 6.
Yeah, he might dent the cement in the stands there. Hands on hips. But this is a big test for Dubai. They will be absolutely shattered if Ajman pull this off.
Their own track. That required rate is dropped down to 9. And the first 6.2 overs produced 78. They're going over 12 runs per over. Now that they can afford to, they got themselves into a situation where just they can knock it around.
They need to be smart about this, but I'm not sure these two are in that kind of mindset at the moment. Great fielding by Aditya Shetty, putting his body on the line. Terrific stop.
That kind of effort can really sometimes change the game, cause a confusion and a run out. Brilliant stuff.
If he had not made that stop, Aryan was more towards deep extra. That was 4. So +4 in Aditya Shetty's book. I think they may need him to bowl today. Wrist spin could do the trick, especially his googly. Fetched it from outside off. Good fielding again. Angad Nehru. Make that +3 for him as well. That was 4.
That is excellent stuff. 2 very good stop in this over. And that sort of support you need as a bowler. When you get it wrong, you need those fielders to really put their body on the line and stop it.
You can sense the tension in the ground. Oh, almost stuck through. And even Shamsu is telling himself, what were you doing there? You just survived. Very good over from Ronak. Good comeback after the 6. 80 for no loss.
$80 for none after 7 overs. Wide down the leg side. A couple of extras added to the tally. And joining me in the com box once again, it's going to be Mudassir Ali. Welcome back, and exciting contest going on.
Oh, absolutely, I'm loving this. Wasting no time, hitting those boundaries at will. Junaid Shamsu and stylish Shahrukh Amin. Great compliment given by Ahmed Khwaja. The way he's getting those runs reminds of Prince of Kolkata. Great Saurav Ganguly. This is what experience brings in the com box. Having an eagle eye, watching the game closely. That is why it's always a nice feeling to be in the com box alongside you guys.
Are you the same? That's really very humble. talking about Ahmed Khwaja. Yeah, he's an absolute gem, and he's got vast knowledge of the game. Much keener eye than me, to say the least.
Top of that, the best part of Ahmed Khwaja is you asking about any numbers or any stats of any given player. Within no time, you'll get that answer, whether it's an destination player or an associate player. That is how passionate he is about this beautiful game of cricket.
Very passionate, watching cricket right around the world. He watches football, NLF, everything. I have no idea. Believe me. Rocks back and punches it on the offside. He's just a tragic when it comes to watching cricket, covering cricket over the years. He's done a magnificent job, and people like him is a real asset.
Absolutely. How can I forget that Asia Cup Under-19 tournament where he was busy providing us all the insights about the teams, even Under-19 boys. You ask him about Japanese boys, he'll give you the updates, where they born, when, what was the exact time, everything in detail.
Absolutely. And he knows most players inside out. And someone, if I'm running a club, I would have him in the dressing room as an analyst and with his thoughts as a mentor, rather than in the com box. Try and take advantage of his brain.
You are trying to get rid of Ahmed Khwaja from the commentary box. Asghar?
Not really. Just the lighter side of things. If opportunity comes, I'll be sitting there with him rather than in the com box. Well, pulled away on the onside. Coming back to this partnership, it's been one hell of a response to that total of 201. Game on here, folks. 86 for none after 8. Ronak round the wicket. Nicely played by Sharo. By far, this is the best knock in D20 by Sharo. Certainly the pace he's gone at it.
Absolutely. He has overtaken Junaid Shamshu. He released that pressure from Junaid Shamshu. And now the required rate is under 9.63. For how many more overs can these two stay? Oh, what a hit. But is there a man? No chance. There was a fielder station. But the clean hitting, power hitting from Junaid Shamshu fetches another maximum.
I wonder he needed to go with his fingers pointing skywards. Could have gone reverse. Let's have a look. It was hit hard. And, well, he went side on. He was trying to flick it back. That's what annoyed Ronak as well. That expressions tell you. Bit of frustration here for the captain.
A 50 comes up. In the meantime, from the blade of Junaid Shamshu. A new journey, new beginning, new story for Junaid Shamshu. He used to bat in number 7. Last couple of tournaments, he was given an opportunity to bat at top of the order, and he grabbed that opportunity with both the hands.
He's taken it like a duck to a water. Tremendous stuff from Junaid Shamshu. Early on in the tournament, batted low down the order, and immediately that move, that shift as an opener has changed the fortunes for Ajman.
I like the way They made those changes at top of the order, left and right hand combination, a pure timing and class from Shahrukh Amin, a clean power hitting from Junaid Shamshu, complementing each other on the back foot, running hard for a single slight fumble. They have put the opposition under pressure from the ball number 1.
They're chasing a record total as well. In this edition of Emirates D20, first time a team scored 200. And if they get over the line, that is even greater achievement from Ajman. Was it out off that outside edge? I think so.
Yes and no, rightly sent back by Shahrukh Amin, leaving dangerous Junaid Shamshu and Shahrukh Amin. But in control, in command is Ajman, chasing 201, 9 overs done, 97 for none.
Aryan Lakra continuing here. Use of the feet. Chapish. And well, he should have gone for that one. He was looking to hit more straighter. But went slightly square on that occasion.
What a partnership we are witnessing. We have witnessed individual performances, but match number 14 will be remembered the way these two are getting runs.
This could be 6, and it's a 100 partnership. The great slog sweep invented by the great Steve Waugh. But right now, we're witnessing some special stroke play from Junaid Shamsuddin.
The big man goes down. The ball sails out of the park into the stands. Oh, clean and mighty hitting. He continues to impress each and everyone.
This pitch has become a bit of a belter, especially with that dew falling. It is skidding onto the bat.
He's behaving completely differently. And mood swings like my wife. Doesn't know what to expect from her.
Pulled away, just shot. Mudassar Ali. You're just getting far ahead. You have to go home as well. If he listens, you are in trouble, mate.
And luckily, the family is back home in India. It's late night, and I'm pretty much sure she's not watching this game.
This is all recorded. Don't forget. A little clip sometime can destroy your peace. Good delivery there from Lakra. Extra bit of bounce there.
They have already got 8 runs. Rotate the strike. Next few overs, you need to be sensible. I do understand you got those quick runs by hitting those boundaries and sixes. But the situation demands for these two batters now to play for few more overs. A mandatory concussion test here. The ball hitting the helmet of Shahrukh Amin, but he says he got a hit on the forearm, but GBLX, he says, nothing wrong in it, boy. Let Dr. Kiran comes in.
Yeah, just on that visor. It's also going to be drinks. Fantastic stuff from the openers. 105 for none. Back live. Still one more delivery remaining in the 10th over. Shahrukh was struck on the visor and hence drinks break was taken as well. Straight away, a dot ball. 10 done, 105 for none. $105 for none. Nilaj Keswani brought back into the attack. Can he create an impression here? Wow, that is seriously belted along the carpet.
Good to see so many players performing well, especially the top order batters in this tournament, the likes of Kamran Atta, Ronak Panoli, Junaid Shamshu, even Ansh Tandon among the runs. No big names in this tournament, the likes of Mohammad Wasim, not a part of this tournament. No Rahul Chopra, no Harshit Kaushik. Asif Khan, he needs to score big for Blues. He's leading the side.
Short ball again, looking to hit that hard. Extra bit of bounce.
This is a very good plan given by the captain. Just reduce that pace, not offer that pace. This is a kind of a track where you don't want to provide that extra pace. Pull your length back, let them generate that power.
That's an excellent piece of advice from someone who mentored quite a few players and teams. I will have another question thrown at you pretty quickly, Mudassar Ali. Big slog sweep. And all the way for 6.
Made a mistake. You tried to come into Junaid Shamshu. He's batting like a tiger here at Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Whenever he goes down on one knee, the result remains the same. It's a maximum.
What a hit. The question I was trying to ask you, during that strategic timeout, if you are a mentor and your side, if say Dubai, under pressure, the openers have put on 100. What should be the tactics in the next phase of the game? Try to slow things down. How would you approach?
See, the best thing is bowl couple of wides way outside the off stump. You need to disturb that focus and concentration of the batter. The more he hit the ball, the more confident he becomes. So nothing wrong in it. Bowl couple of wides. Just disturb his concentration. That is how you can get those big wickets.
Why not have a word with the batter as well? Something, a little bit of banter. I think that is important, especially when things are not going your way. You got to sometime try those things and bowl it a bit slow. Slow down the game. Oh, he's knocked him over. He's dragged one back onto the stumps. Nilaj Keswani has the last laugh. This could be the turning point.
What an interesting battle between these two sides. Nilaj Keswani just got carried away by getting that wicket off Shahrukh Amin. He knows the importance of this wicket. He's pumped up. No stopping, says Nilaj Keswani. Enough is enough. Inside edge onto the stumps. But what a knock from Shahrukh Amin. A knock to remember. 46 of 30 balls. And applauded by his teammates. And good to see the on-field umpire straight away having a word with the youngster. You need to know your line, your limits. But I do understand. He just got carried away there, Asghar.
That was not required from Nilaj Keswani. You want to be competitive and enjoy and celebrate. But sometimes if you get over the top, and then it becomes a problem. Should not get over the top. I can understand in the heat of the moment they need a wicket. They've been belted around the park, and you have full right to celebrate. But if you linger on with that celebration and get a bit personal, that's where the problem comes in. And rightly so, the umpires, they've stepped in.
Emotions. His game is all about emotions, and not to forget, he play under Shah Rukh Khan in the domestic circuit. Nilansh Keswani, after the game, you need to have a few words with your captain.
Beautiful start here from Anshtandan. You can straight away tell from a player's body language that he's in form. 11 done. 115 for 1. $115 for 1. That drinks break often, Mudassir Ali, brings about a wicket. You have to start all over. You can lose your concentration. You got to take that fresh card. And that 11th over, I lost that wicket.
If you remember the first innings, it all got changed when Aryan Lakra arrived at the crease, and it was Anshtandan with the ball. He sent Anshtandan out of the park couple of times in 1 over. And it's a revenge time for Anshtandan.
More than revenge, he would want to be there. He's top edge one. Man coming around. Oh, great effort and put down. It's Israr Ahmed. Big moment in the game, Mudassir Ali. He was sensing it beautifully.
Top edge, not a proper connection, but what an effort. He ran hard. I think he just ran over a bit, not able to hold on to it. Anshtandan survives, and he's dejected. He's furious. Aryan Lakra, Shah Rukh Khan, he's dejected. He did all the hard work, 30 balls for his brilliant 40-odd runs.
Played brilliantly, but now it's up to this pair to keep going. That is a clean strike. 6.
It's 3-1. He's coming hard. Anshtandan, you beauty. The man who has got runs in this tournament, showing that confidence. Beautiful looking shot towards that square leg region. A maximum, the first maximum for Anshtandan.
Great ball striking. He's in great form. And he's great hitting form. That's really hitting sixes at will. It makes your job a lot easier when you're able to hit those big shots.
The UAE initial side, they are looking for a left-hand batter to bat top of the order. Aryan Lakra pushing his case, so is Anshtandan. This was the wicket of Shah Rukh. In fact, Junaid Shamshu getting the brilliant 50 runs. A little quick package of the big man taking on the bowler, smashing them all around the park. Oh, what a clean hitting, pure timing, power. And it's a carnage to watch Junaid Shamshu getting those runs.
Brutal force. It reminds me a lot about late Andrew Simons. The way he hits the ball. Short back lift. Brute force. Big turn. Big turn. An excellent decision.
Absolutely. GBLX. He's not under pressure. He's an experienced umpire. Look at the turn all of a sudden. Coming around the wicket and getting some purchase.
Good from Aryan Lakra. Changing the angle. I'll be pitching most of the deliveries around that off stump. There are some foot marks. And not a bad idea to hit those foot marks. Try to hit them. Get that variable bounce and odd ball to really grip and turn.
And he's doing that. He's trying to hit those patches, those marks just in front of Anshtandan. Beautifully managed onto the back foot using those wrists. So 9 runs. He continues to keep things tight. Apart from that maximum, a good over from Lakra comes to an end. Still in control is Ajman. 124 for the loss of 112 gone.
Lanaj Keswani. Nicely punched off the back foot. One thing for sure, Ansh Tandon will look to take him on. And it's going to be an interesting battle.
Which is why this is such an important tournament for these boys. If you perform well, you never know, you can get a call from the national camp, from national selectors. A number of times we have seen players performing in D series and straight away they were rewarded by a place in the national side. Oh, you beauty! Tandon! A maximum. What a hit! Nilansh Keswani sent out of the park.
That certainly brought a smile and that excitement in Mudassar Ali. So good to see when you watch shots like this. Yes, it was slightly short, but look at the connection. Oh, must have done some damage. That ball has got the beating of his lifetime. He doesn't want to come down.
We have already lost 12 to 13 balls in this game. One more time on the back foot. He adjusted quite well, reading the surface beautifully. Ansh Tandon came at a time when they have lost Shahrukh Amin. Junaid Shamshu taking his own time. So these two batters, especially Shahrukh Amin, did not put Junaid Shamshu under pressure. So is Ansh Tandon by getting those maximums.
Oh, good delivery. Big shout. Ali Kamran says no, and it was nothing off the bat. But an error of judgment here from Shamsu. Just losing his concentration to a fuller ball. He was rooted at the crease.
That is because I think he did not got much strike in the last few overs. Only ball he faced, he sent the bowler out of the park. Hammered on the back foot, but he finds the man. What an excellent take. It's Raizal Nader, the young lad. He makes no mistake. And the bowler is none other than the man who is the heartbeat of Dubai, Nilansh Keswani.
He's telling the boys, come on. Loose delivery. And this time he made the mistake of hitting it flat. Good catch. It was travelling. That celebration, look at that. Face pump as well. Incredible innings from Junaid Shamsuddin comes to an end, getting a standing ovation from the dugout. Game on here, a bit of an opening for Dubai. .133 for 2. Lovepreet Bajwa comes in. He's short of runs in this competition. He will need a solid knock. 13 overs done. 133 for 2. It's going to be Ahmed Khwaja replacing me in the comment box alongside Mudassar Ali to take you through to the end of the game.
133 for the loss of 2. 13 overs gone. A late fight back by Dubai bowler, especially Niransh Keswani, getting both the openers. And Ansh Tandon, he has been joined by Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. A couple of runs on offer for Tandon. It has been a game of fluctuating fortunes. Pendulum now shifting in favour of bowling side. And to talk more about this run chase, joining me, the com box is Ahmed Khwaja. What a game we are witnessing tonight, Ahmed.
Oh, absolutely pulsating match in progress. The pendulum is shifting between the two sides. Really is difficult to call who's controlling the game at the moment. Aryan has bowled a very good spell. But as long as Ansh Tandon, the captain of Ajman, is there, their dugout will believe.
Who else to follow for Ajman in this batting lineup after these two? I'm just thinking, what are the options for them? Because these two, they need to make sure to stay till the end.
Yes, Saghir can be an option, but short selection sometimes is questionable. These are the frontline batters. Nicely chopped away, but that backward point fielder was very close in. Good stop made by Shetty.
And a good field placement by Captain Ronak Panoli. With the new batter in, they're trying to stop those singles. They're attacking. And Aryan Lakra, what a spell, wicketless, but he's bowling with tight line and length.
Tries to swing for the cow corner region. Niransh Keswani is absolutely everywhere. Tremendous fielding. He keeps them to a single there.
I mean, he's a fighter. The team was down. All of a sudden he came. He got that big wicket of Shahrukh Amin. He was pumped up. We can see that energy transferred into the other players. He bowled back-to-back overs now at a boundary line, stopping those boundaries.
Ansh Tandon goes big. And it sails for 6 more. Once again on the top tier of the Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
It's 3-2 Ahmed. 3 still in favour of Aryan Lakra. But what a clean striking. Planting his front foot. And there you go, straight over the bowler.
His range hitting in this tournament has been on another level. Clearly outside the line, inside edge as well. So Aryan's work is done for the night. 58 needed of 36 balls. It's anybody's game. Israr Ahmed being recalled into action. He's a smart bowler. He understands the mindset of a batter. Can he pay that off with the wicket here? Firm drive by Lovepreet. I just feel he's trying to overhit the ball.
Still that asking rate is under 10, so he can just take his time to settle in. Play 3-4 balls, try to middle them, get that confidence. This game is like an arm wrestling. Neither team is willing to give an inch. A beautiful game of cricket we are witnessing.
Oh, absolutely. It's all sorts of wrestling. Maybe even kabaddi here. It might start in a few minutes between Shahrukh Amin and Nilash Keswani. Passions boiling over, but you love to see that. Bit of a miscue, trying to force it to the left of long on. Nilash Keswani is absolutely everywhere. He's covering the entire outfield tonight.
Absolutely electric in the field with the ball. It's like one man for Dubai who's doing everything. Got those couple of wickets now, saving runs.
He's another cricketer who's improved leaps and bounds, especially in his batting, Nilash Keswani. Slower bouncer, perfectly executed, a priceless dot delivery.
All they need is 8-9 runs. In between they'll get one big over. You cannot try to go hard on each and every delivery. There are big vacant regions behind the square. Try to exploit those gaps.
Just need to keep their nerves. Swing and a miss. That one just nipped away, hitting the seam. Israr Ahmed. Lovepreet, you cannot face dot deliveries. Feed the strike to your captain.
Under pressure, what an over he's delivering. Started with a couple of singles, then couple of dots. Clearly the pressure mounting on Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. Now this is very good opportunity for Israr Ahmed to find a wicket.
Hard pull. Will only find Raisal Nadir. What a catch this 16-year-old took under pressure.
Right, he says 16 years old. He's a live wire in the field. Raisal Nadir. He took some outstanding catches in that ACC under-16 tournament which held in Qatar, where UAE were the champions of ACC under-16 2025.
Yeah, he could be a seam bowling option as well. Not express pace, but he will do the basics right. Cracked away towards long on. They're really striking the ball clean, but can't find the fence. Excellent over. Only 4 of it. 54 needed in 30 balls. So no more spin from here onwards. Danish Qureshi back into the attack. 54 needed of 30. Very doable equation with 8 wickets in hand. But they don't have a lot of batting in their armory, Ajman. Nicely glided. He'll scamper across quickly. But that momentum seems to be dissipating from the Ajman chase.
Absolutely. Last 7 balls, they're not able to find that boundary. It's turning into a game of fine margins. Every moment in this game now, it's like a potential turning point for both the sides. Boundary less over the previous one. He started off really well. Danish Qureshi. Lovepreet Singh, he's struggling. 7 balls, 3 runs. The asking rate going up 10.97.
It's been non-stop action right from ball 1. Full toss has been dispatched. They needed that one. 6er.
More than he needs that maximum. He was struggling, Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. A juicy full toss, beautifully picked up, making room and goes toward that leg side. A brilliant, clean hitting.
He kept his shape. He kept his balance and timed it to absolute perfection. That should settle his nerves. 150 up for Ajman. What a fight they've put on in the second innings. 47 needed.
A brilliant chase under the lights. A due factor playing a key role in this game. It's a high scoring encounter between Dubai and Ajman. It's a chase on, still 47 needed. Both the teams looking for a win, especially Ajman. Before this game they played 4 games, 2 wins, 2 losses to their name. A young side led by Ansh Tandon. They lead plenty of runs, but the batters, they're not going down easily.
Well, we've got no less than 3 Dubai fielders in that mid-wicket stand looking for the ball. They just can't find it. And umpire GB Alex has said enough is enough, get back. Almost 360 runs scored in this D20 encounter, and we are still no closer to knowing the result.
We have seen twists and turns throughout this second inning especially. It's a mammoth total. The Blues, they are under pressure. They posted a huge total. Now they are struggling to defend the total.
It's a Sharjah classic in the making. Good looking push, but long off is wide. Job done for Lovepreet in this over. 6 and get to the other end.
Is this the new rivalry in D series? We used to talk about Sharjah and Fujairah, but this is something new. As we can see, the emotions are high. It's an intense battle between these two sides.
Well, that would be truly fantastic if this could be the rivalry of the future. Two young sides, exciting sides, battling for glory. Down the leg side, extras. They could swing the momentum towards the chasing team.
All he needs to do is find another boundary in the next 3 balls. They've already got 9 runs in 3 deliveries. Thanks to Lovepreet Singh Bajwa for that magnificent maximum. The captain, he's on 31 of just 17.
He has played out of his skin in this D20. It's been the coming of age for Ansh Tandon. Brilliant slower Yorker. Swing and a miss. Good comeback ball.
So much of hard work has been put in by all these boys. Hitting the dream and spending a lot of time in the nets. We can see the difference in the batting of Ansh Tandon. He's more like a free bird.
He has really evolved his game. Good looking off drive. Yeah, the amount of work, hard work they put on behind the scenes, that just shows how much they cherish and value. You have to be a professional athlete. The instrumental word there is professional, and that's what these boys are.
So much of pressure for these boys, not only about their performances but also their parents. They have a high hope. They want these boys to excel.
Is there an edge? GB Alex says no. It was a bit of a late appeal, I feel, coming in from the wicketkeeper. But in the end, it's not that bad an over from Danish. 44 needed of 24. Israr Ahmed is bowled 2 good overs. They need another one right here. Oh, how was that? Missed the leg stump. Just that late swing. Lucky escape for Ansh. He's complaining, but the decision is absolutely spot on from umpire Ali Kamran.
And look at that early shuffle going past that leg stick. What a take by young Abdullah. He was appealing. I'm really not sure for what.
Getting that late swing with a wet ball in over number 17, that is some serious skill. Change of pace. It's high. And will be taken on the boundary edge. And who else? Of course, it is Nilansh Keswani.
He's like a Superman everywhere. Got those wickets, saved runs, now took a blinder of a catch. It was miles up in the air, under the lights, not easy. The big clean hitting of Ansh Tandon comes to an end. Look at that, it travelled miles, but Nilansh Keswani, safe hands, no mistake. One more time, he comes to the rescue for Dubai, and Ibraz strikes. That's the end of Ansh Tandon. Wicket number 3 goes down.
The man with the golden arm, Israr Ahmed, with the bat, with the ball. He has been on his A game for Dubai tonight. And Nilansh Keswani, he's got some serious ability to perform under pressure. Mohammad Saghir, pace on, but it's a wide. 43 needed. But can they do it without Ansh Tandon?
From deep mid-wicket, the left-handed batter, Nilansh Keswani was stationed at that cow corner. Under pressure, all eyes wide open. What a catch. And also he made sure to keep his balance. What a catch.
Pulled away, but there is protection in the deep. Yeah, Nilansh Keswani. Not only does he not shrink in the spotlight, he wants it. He wants to be in that position under pressure when all eyes are glued on him. He embraces that moment. Not many players are like that.
It's a comeback story. I would love to hear from you, Ahmed. Gulf Cup, Nilansh Keswani under pressure in that big final. He dropped the catch. He gave away plenty of runs. But now we are looking at a completely different Nilansh.
Pulled and gone over. Hang on a minute. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa is still here.
A Singh is king, number 21, Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, dictating the terms, rock solid on the back foot, power unleashed, trying to test him with that bumper, but hammered by Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, a much needed maximum.
Not a good ball. Fair enough, you have the bigger onside boundary. But with the dew, with the ball coming on nicely, even Lovepreet is unleashing. You need to make them hit straight towards long off, long on. So they've got the 6 once again. 36 needed of 20. Firm drive. And once again the pressure is back on the bowlers.
9 so far. So we were talking about Nilansh Keswani, Ahmed.
Well, absolutely. It was that dropped catch in the Gulf Cup final in the very first over. The pressure was on. UAE were fumbling and stumbling all over the place, but somehow The Almighty was favourable as Jawadullah pulled off a miracle win. But since then, Nilansh has truly evolved. Poor shot, not required. Just keep the ones and twos going. We'll continue the story after the break. 35 needed of 18. Well, wherever you are, tune in to the Sports Eye channel on YouTube. We are having the first thriller of the Emirates D20 2025. It's taken 14 matches, but now surely this one is going right down to the wire. And just to complete the tale of Nilansh Keswani, he dropped a sitter in the Gulf Cup final in the very first over, but then he made amends with the catch of Kuwait's young superstar Meet Bafsar. When he was looking to finish the game, it was Nilansh at point who took a great catch, and well, history went in favour of Mohammad Jawadullah in UAE.
And those final lines from Ahmed, celebrations, Ajman, Abu Dhabi, oh, still I remember that. But now the focus is on this game.
Is there an edge? No. Wide Yorker, well executed once again from Danish Qureshi. They are playing too many dot balls here, Mudassir.
He got two maximums. In the next 10, 11 balls, all he could get is just 5. Things not going in favor of the batting side because the asking rate all of a sudden it went up to 12.35. They need a big over.
They need an early maximum.
In the air towards that extra cover, and we were talking about that maximum, and it has arrived from the blade of Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. What a hit!
How did he get it that far? Deep in the crease. I thought he had sliced it towards cover, but he middled it right out of the screws, and Danish is under the pump.
Here's another boy, one more boy who worked really hard on his power hitting. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, technically very sound, but now we can see those mighty sixes from the blade of Singh.
Hard punch. They should look for 2. It's Nilansh once again, and they will come through easily. 27 needed in 15. Which way is your win probability meter?
51 for batting side. The thing is, next 3 deliveries they need to capitalize. They have got runs in the first 3, get 7 more in the remaining 3.
3 crucial deliveries remaining in this over. Slower delivery. Will only be a single. Over to you, Mohammad Saghir. What can you do here?
See, they have got 9 in the last couple of overs as well after getting a maximum. All they could get is just 9 in the last 2 overs. 9 plus 9, 18. Now 9 more, 27 they have got in the last 16 balls. But the asking rate is somewhere between 11.14 is the exact required run rate as of now. 14 balls, 26. All you need is 4 maximums.
It's as simple as that. Flicked. Long on will not get there. Saghir Khan delivers.
They kept both the fielders a bit wide. The long off and long on. Not straight enough, and that flick of the wrist, a mini helicopter. It was not a proper connection. Look at that. He was very close to the stumps like a tape ball player.
He just shifted towards off stump to access the onside. And yeah, Aryan Lakra there was just a bit wider. Expensive over. 22 needed of 13. Can they pull it off? They're almost there. Sliced. There is a deep point. Oh, brilliant fielding. Israr Ahmed. But they'll still pick up 2. It's going right down to the wire. 20 needed of 12. Exactly 10 per over. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. And the man for Dubai this evening has been Nilansh Keswani. He has stepped up to the plate. He said, "Skipper, give me the ball. I want to bowl the most important over of the game. Win or lose, I will decide it." You have to admire him for that courage. 20 needed. Deep extra, long off, long on, mid-wicket square leg. Miscued. Will land softly in front of long off. Single. 19 needed of 11. It has been 38.1 overs of non-stop action.
And these two, Saghir and Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, they're keeping the hopes alive. It's burning bright for Ajman, but in between the victory stands Nilansh Keswani.
Hard hit. Long on. Excellent fielding. Israr Ahmed gets the throw in, but they'll pick up a couple. The Ajman dugout believes.
Absolutely. The way they went after the chase, it clearly shows the amount of faith they had in themselves, the belief to win this game.
Another miscue. They will push. Clean pick up and throw. Superb work in the outfield. Only a single.
Yet to find a boundary. These are the games where your nerves will be tested, and these are the games where the legends are made. The champions are in making. Nilansh Keswani, the number 32. Can he deliver for his side? All they need is a boundaryless over from him.
3,000 people are watching live on YouTube. This is the magic of D20. Up and over, taken! Could not clear the point circle. And Lovepreet attempting to be cheeky as hold out.
What a night he is having. Nilansh Keswani, the fear in the eyes of the batters whenever the ball is in the hands of Nilansh Keswani. He makes sure to deliver for his side. Ramesh Shehzad makes no mistake. Keswani, you beauty. The rescue range is still not over till it's over. Yahya arrives, another clean striker of the ball.
16 needed of 8. Yahya Abdul Rahman, a young lad new to the domestic scene. His heart will be going at 200 beats per minute. But he needs to keep his calm, keep his cool. And he has smashed the 6th fast ball. What a hit under pressure.
Now this game is not about Ajman and Dubai. It's all about the emotions for Nilansh and Shah Rukh Amin. Yahya, he arrives for Ajman. What a clean hit. The tall wicket-keeper batter getting better of Nilansh Keswani. Another twist in the tail. This game is nothing short of a Bollywood suspense thriller.
Who is going to be the hero? Who is going to be the villain? 10 needed of 7. Toe end of the bat. And Yahya will keep the strike. 9 needed of the final over. Do not go anywhere. Almost 400 runs scored, and we still do not have a clear winner. Yahya Abdul Rahman, he's got a 6 to his name. First ball. Israr Ahmed, experienced, wily character. Can he get the job done for the men in blue? Or will it be a famous victory tonight for Ajman? Junaid Shamsu, Shah Rukh Amin, Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, Ansh Tandon, everybody has played their role, but they are still not over the line. He hits it. He hits it for 6. Yahya Abdul Rahman, remember the name.
The star in making. He had his own struggle in this tournament, not able to open the account in the first game, but the time has arrived for Yahya. What a clean striking, the second maximum, taking his team closer to the 201 mark. Ansh Tandon, the captain, is delighted, so is Shah Rukh Amin.
Jubilation in the Ajman dugout. Oh, one bounce. It's still not over till it's absolutely over. 2 needed of 4.
If you remember, the previous night, 500 kilometers away, UAE versus Nepal, 3 needed in the last 3 balls.
Oh, don't remind me, Mudassir Ali. We're still heartbroken. And we lost another close one today. 2 needed of 4. Point fielder in the circle. But there is still a deep cover. But now they just need to keep their cool. Swing and a miss. That is the last thing you could afford as Ajman.
Just couple of runs needed. All you need to do is tap and run. Why do you want to go for that big shot? You cannot afford to lose a wicket. You cannot afford a new batter to come in and face Israr Ahmed. They are so near yet so far.
Well, that is exactly what we were wondering of Dhruv Parashar yesterday. Mohammad Sagir, just lay bat on ball and run for your life. 2 needed. Oh, it's a false start. Just delaying the eventual showdown.
Runs galore here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, an iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. We have witnessed not only thrillers at international level but domestic level. We have seen a number of matches going to the final over.
There is some magic in this soil, that is for sure. Pulled away. Mid-wicket will field the ball. The man of the moment. He barely had 5 runs to his name in the tournament, and he's hit 2 big sixes to settle the contest. Scores are level. You can see the pain on the expression of the Dubai fielders.
400 runs scored so far, just 1 run away from securing a brilliant victory. It's Yahya, the little hero for Ajman on strike.
Oh, there's confusion. Will he make it? Yes, he will. Ajman have done it. The dugout erupts in celebrations. The biggest run chase of Emirates D20 2025. What an upset. And the happiest man of the lot is Mr. Shahrukh Amin. What a victory.
A new rivalry started here at this iconic Sharjah cricket stadium. Dubai versus Ajman, a thriller of a game and high scoring game, and it's Ajman who won this game, a high scoring game, by 6 wickets in hand.
Unbelievable run chase. The way they constructed it, the way they managed it, it was a total team effort. Disappointment for Ronak Panoli, but in the end the ground conditions and some of their bowling options just let them down. But full credit to Ajman. They deserve the kudos, they deserve the compliments, and they deserve the victory.
It's a late night here in Sharjah, but what an encounter we have witnessed tonight. Every player, they gave it all. Nilansh Keswani, he bowled well, he fielded well, but an heartbreak for Dubai. They have posted 200, the first 200 in this tournament by a team, and what a chase. For the first time in this tournament, a team went on to chase a total which was beyond the reach what we thought at the end of first innings. But they had that belief, yes, we can do that. And Junaid Shamsu and Shahrukh Amin, they laid that foundation for the batters to follow on. And it was a clinical performance from the boys of Ajman.
Steady contributions right throughout that long opening partnership between Junaid Shamsu and Shahrukh Amin. Junaid 66 of 37, Shahrukh 46 of 30. Ansh Tandon and Lovepreet Singh played their part as well. And Mohammad Saghir Khan and Mr. Yahya Abdul Rahman, underline and circle that name. What a cameo under pressure. 2 sixes in his 15 to seal the deal.
Just 4 extras. It clearly shows the discipline, but plenty of maximums. The line and length has been wavered, especially the length. Nilansh Keswani, pick of the bowlers, 4 overs, 40 runs, got those 3 crucial wickets, but not getting the support from the other bowlers. The likes of Qureshi, Nehru, Shehzad, Panoli, Lakra going wicketless. Just a wicket for Israr Ahmad. He also bowled well, but clearly the night belongs to the Ajman batters. They came out with a clear approach and they got the 201 in style.
They could not get the job done versus Emirates Blues, but they certainly got it done versus Team Dubai. Taking a look at the highlights, it was that stunning opening partnership between Junaid Shamsu and Shahrukh Amin that set the stage for a famous victory. Junaid Shamsu in particular was severe on anything overpitched, and Shahrukh Amin played his part as well, smashing sixes to all parts against all of the Dubai bowlers. Fabulous batting, 113 run opening partnership. Plenty of clean hitting, especially from Shamsu. Look at that sweep way back into the stands. This was the first wicket to fall, chopped on by Shahrukh Amin. But Ansh Tandon did not let the momentum sway away from Ajman. Caught in the deep was Junaid Shamsu. But then the captain decided, I have to be the one to get it done. Taking on Aryan Lakra, Lovepreet Bajwa took on the seamers. This was the dismissal of Ansh in the pursuit of quick runs. Pressure catch taken by Nilansh. But Lovepreet kept his cool and kept swinging for the fences. Some fabulous clean hitting, especially that one thrashed over long off. Saghir then joined him in the middle and he played his part as well. This was the dismissal of Lovepreet. looking to clear the offside ring. Yahya Abdur Rahman, first ball, smashed for 6. First ball against Israr, smashed for 6. And the victory was in sight as Ajman have pulled off a miraculous run chase of 201 runs in their allotted 20 overs to get the precious victory. What a match, what a game, right down to the wire, 400 plus runs, and in the end it was the chasing side Ajman who took the victory. Dubai posted 200 thanks to Ronak Panoli with a swashbuckling 66. Israr was brilliant as well, 48 of 28. Aryan Lakra with a stunning cameo of 37 of 15. 2 wickets apiece for Saghir and Ansh Tandon. And Ajman have pulled it off with literally 1 ball to spare. Junaid Shamsu 66 of 37. Shahrukh Amin 46 of 30. The captain Ansh Tandon, what a game. Wickets and runs to his name. 32 of 21. 3 wickets for Nilansh. But in the end, Ajman take the victory on the penultimate ball and win by 6 wickets. Right, then we'll take a very short break and be right back with the post-match presentation hosted by Asghar Khan.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of match number 14 of Emirates D20 2025. Dubai batting first, 200 for 7 in 20 overs. It is the highest score posted by any team in this competition. And in reply, what a reply it was from Ajman, winning it by 6 wickets, 201 for 4 in 19.5 overs. Alongside me is our honourable match official Mr. Ali Kamran, and he's going to present the Player of the Match award to an informed Junaid Shamsu, once again showing his class. 66 of 37 deliveries, 2 fours and 8 sixes. Absolute display of great power hitting and talent on exhibition here from Junaid Shamsu, which enabled Ajman for this comfortable victory. Many congratulations once again. You've shown your class. You must be very, very proud of your rich form.
Alhamdulillah, going good, and especially the 200 chases, this kind of wicket surface, especially the change. Wicket is totally changed. So Alhamdulillah, 200 is good chase.
It's a great chase and the highest score chased in this tournament.
Because of the 200, we have a plan for the power play. Alhamdulillah, power play 80 plus, I think 70 plus scored, and especially duo also come. So coming bat, ball coming to bat also, so easy to score. So Alhamdulillah, we did.
Couple of 60s. You don't mind getting 100.
Inshallah, next time, inshallah.
Go well, Junaid, for the rest of the tournament. Keep up the form.
Thank you.
Well played. That was Junaid Shamsuddin with an outstanding performance. That's it for now. Till then, next time, it's goodbye from Sharjah Cricket Stadium.